Oh, when the release.
How do you doing pizza to trailers? All right, I'm listening. Go ahead.
So on the release of Cold Steel 3, right? I took the day off. I was like, man, a new Trails game. Let's fucking go. I'm about to order some pizza. I'm about to make this day worth remembering. So I went to the website and I ordered the pizza, but I think I accidentally hit on pickup, right? Mm-hmm. And my copy of Cold Steel 3 was coming in the mail, so I was waiting for the mailman to come to give me my copy. This is an early copy, so
wait, let's go inside the mailbox.
Yeah,
we're
basically.
live, by the way, just so you guys know.
Shit. Well, let me just finish up the story then. And what happened? Oh yeah, the dude said the pizza was ready for pickup, and then the mailman was like in my neighborhood. I was like, oh shit, Cold Steel 3 is here, but my pizza. I accidentally told the guy at the pizza store to make a pickup. I was like, can we switch this to delivery? And he was like, we can't do that. I was like, well, I want to cancel my order. And then I want to make a new order. He was like, motherfucker. I was like, I'm sorry. This is Cold Steel 3. Give me my pizza.
He really made
you ruin that man's day.
And
I like how you
know how to.
You told him you're gonna do him dirty.
I told him I was gonna do. You know the episode of SpongeBob where the Krusty Krab pizza. And Squidward was like, pizza. And Squidward was like, and here's your delivery. I knew that motherfucker wanted to do that shit to me.
You know,
you tip him,
right? I know, right? Like, I would have ate that pizza. He spent that.
Tip? He can get the tip for this dick, Gabby.
Yo.
I mean, Riku.
I'm just saying, we all know this pizzeria guy rubbed his dick on that pizza before he gave it to Riku. Like, there was no way Riku got that pizza that in a pure form. That pizza was probably he probably pissed on that pizza.
I don't think he cared. It was Cold Steel 3. He didn't care. It could have had jizz on it. He still would have ate it.
When I started playing Cold Steel 3, I can't even tell you what happened the rest of the day. It was just blank. It was just I was just
absorbed.
Oh my god.
That's my Cold Steel 3. That's my Trails pizza story. There you go.
You guys are wild.
The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Pizzeria.
Hold on. What kind of pizza was it though, Riku?
I think it was extra pineapple. Cheese. I think this one was just regular extra cheese. I do remember this probably being the best cheese pizza I've ever had in my life, but maybe that was because I was playing Cold Steel 3.
Had some extra toppings on there, some spit.
Yeah, maybe it was. All I know is that I transcended humanity. So I guess my taste buds, they act accordingly. So when I ate that pizza, I was like, wow, I can taste literally every little particle in this pizza.
You must have been damn hungry for both Cold Steel and pizza.
Oh yeah.
Lord have mercy. Y'all wild. You guys are wild.
Anywho.
Pizza's delicious though. Pineapple makes it just
no. You said it's the definitive topping? Pineapple on pizza is the definitive topping of pizza.
It's the finishing touch.
Y'all can't be serious. Y'all capping. That's cap. That's just 100% cap. I ain't getting baited today. It ain't happening.
Pineapple is the waifu of pizzas, man. It's the waifu of pizza. It's top tier.
You stick your dick in pineapple? Well, they do say pineapple makes cum taste better, right?
Exactly.
Have you ever seen a pineapple video, Blake?
What pineapple video?
Hold on, I'll DM it to you.
I don't think I want to know. No, you know what? Don't. It's fine. You DM it to Riku, make him watch it first, and then maybe.
Why do I have to be your guinea pig?
He'll be the filter.
Because Riku, see, if you watch it and you say, yeah, Blake, it's good to go, you should watch this, I'll go, all right, it's definitely messed up, and I'm not watching that.
Alrighty, send it my way.
You have to keep in mind, this is coming from Bao. It is definitely messed up.
Oh, no, it absolutely is.
Listen, man, Kogan in the chat said pineapple on pizza, L. Correct. 100% correct.
Confirmed. Las Vegas, let's go.
We all know Kogan has no taste buds. This is a fact. Like,
no, my God. You guys are wild. All right.
Well, you see,
my apologies. It wasn't pineapple. It was grapefruit.
Oh, the grapefruit video. Yeah. Yeah, I know that video.
Yeah,
I know the grapefruit video.
That's already sound weird. That's already sound. I don't even know. I don't even want to know what that video is.
Yeah, bro, you've never been grapefruited, bro?
Oh my God.
No.
After the wild things you've been saying in the private DM, that's fine. We live. It's fine. God. Pineapple is definitive.
Listen. Mic check. Chat, how's the audio levels? How is everything? Is everything going good? I got a new mic, so let me know how it sounds. If it's too loud, if it's too low, let me know. me know.
It'd be crazy if Shadow accidentally showed us more anime titties.
And listen, man, this is the podcast that literally anything can happen. So you might want to be here live, people. You might want to be here live.
Wild.
The podcast where your dreams come true.
You know the thing is, right? The fact that Blake said accidentally, that he,
Oh shoot! You think it's intentional?
I'm not saying anything, but there's headcanon out here. I'm just saying, So,
Oh man,
he's saying he's like that one girl on that one show that's just like, whoopsies, accidentally showed you a little nip there.
Is that a teddy icing? Very nice.
Yeah. You never know, people. Always catch us live. What's going on, chat? How's everybody doing? You got Ace, Kogan, David, Miss AR, Steven, Mazio, Advanced Gaming Cow. That's the first time I'm hearing that
Advanced Gaming Cow, my boy.
I have no.
He's someone from my streams.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Welcome to HPMP, the JRPG podcast, episode 74. We are, of course, on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more at this point. And do I hear an echo? Is that just me? Okay, it might have just been
That's
me.
I think that was me. I'll mute myself.
Oh, okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Anyway, guys, like I said, you might want to catch us live. Anything can happen. But we here right now. Of course, the podcast will be uploaded to those platforms afterwards, I think. Because last podcast, I didn't upload it because the audio level was it was terrible. Because my mic was bad. But, it's good now. Anyway, let's start off with the intros. We got a rare sighting right now. We got is she a mythical or is she a legendary Pokemon spotting right here?
It's definitely a shiny.
Oh, it's a shiny. Oh, wow. Isn't that more rare than a legendary or mythical?
There you go.
Okay. Gab is here. Say what's up to the people, Gab.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to talk about the Nintendo podcast, but I'm a little sick with he who will not be named, so bear with me.
Gotcha. And Gab, you are a little sick, so if you want to drop at any point, go ahead. We get it. Bow.
I appreciate that.
No problem. Bow, go ahead, man.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bow and Pals podcast with our eternal guest, Shadow Elite.
Oh, Lord.
Grateful to have him here again.
Oh, my
Yeah, we're going to be talking about this phenomenal Nintendo Direct today, and I hope you all enjoy it. Also, I'm eating, and Shadow always calls me first when I'm eating. I don't understand why he does this.
Hey, man, it's supposed to be a podcast, man. What's going on here? Why are you eating during your podcast? Huh?
That's crazy, man. How dare you?
I got home like half an hour ago, put back groceries, got food, and I'm eating. And I'm going to continue to eat.
Oh, my God. Q, man, you're up next, bro.
You know what? I'm also eating, and thankfully, because you called Bow and everyone else before me, I was able to clear my mouth, empty the throat as I partake in this beautiful pineapple pizza. And speaking of the fact of Gab being like a shiny, what do we call pelvic? Is she like a mystery event or something? Is she giving out that specific events or something?
Who'd you say?
Pelvic.
I don't know who that is. Who
Yeah,
who that
she's
is?
like one of those. She's like one of those Pokemon you need to fucking use a game card for, like.
I know,
right?
Missing no.
Shows up at
random
there we
points.
go.
when
Missing
Squinty
no.
always
That's
leaves.
perfect.
Yeah, and then and you know what happens when Singo shows up? Your whole fucking game starts fucking up.
Yo, you right
Sounds
about
rather
that.
accurate to me.
Someone clip this and send it to pelvic, man. This is brilliant.
Careful, she might show up. Say her name 3 times in the mirror and she'll show up.
Candy man. All right, I'm back to pizza now. You guys can continue.
Go ahead, Blake.
It is that time. What's going on, guys? It's me, Westtown HD, back again for the podcast. Much like Bow and Q, I am also going to be eating it a little bit, so that's going to be awesome. Your boy's also getting pineapple on pizza. It's going to be great.
Yeah, boy.
But
As he should.
aside from that as well, we are also here to talk about something equally as good as pineapple on pizza, and that's this week's Nintendo Direct. Your boy is pumped. They showed some great games, and we've got some great topics to talk about. So sit on down, grab yourself a pineapple and pizza together if you're brave, and hit that like button for your boys.
There we go. And Riku, go ahead, man.
Falcom is the best developers in the world. Hello, everybody. It's Riku-san one. The
Why do
only
we
one.
keep inviting
AKA
Riku back?
Falcom's finest.
Oh Lord, whose man's is this?
That'll
Oh,
be
my.
all.
Oh my
That's it. That's
god.
literally all I need.
All that, and that's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
All that for a drop of blood.
Oh, yeah.
Encore.
How's that, pal?
My lord. All right, you guys know who I am, Shadow Elite, Mr. JRPG. Channels have been more active as of late, and I should be having a video coming out this. When does the embargo release for this game? Wednesday.
This week.
Yeah, this week. Yeah. So I should have that up. If not, it's probably gonna be up at the end of the week. I want to get it up by embargo, but I'm kind of busy, so I don't know when I'll be able to edit the video fully. But it will be this week. All right. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's just get into this. We're gonna talk about the direct as a whole, but we're gonna cover some games first, and then you guys can freestyle it up and talk about whatever games you want. But of course, we're gonna talk about the heavy hitters first. And what bigger heavy hitter than the announcement of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is out here in these streets. I for one did not expect for Xenoblade to show up. Like, I knew the game was in development and I knew it was kind of leaked, but I did not expect it to be at this direct. And not only be at this direct, but it's coming out this year. I think there's gonna be a delay. I think there might be a delay, but I said that about Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
You said this with 2.
Yes, I
this
did.
Man said it with 2.
And to be
I don't know
fair,
if Model if knows how to delay.
to be fair, it probably needed a delay when it first came out, but nobody remembers Xenoblade Chronicles 2 at the gate, so it don't matter. But this one of course looks good. I mean, I'm excited for it, but I'm not seeing anything that's too different from what I'm expecting from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. You know, they show a nice little trailer. You got nice characters involved and everything, but there's no real gameplay. There's no real UI or anything like that for us to see. But this is a nice showcase. It's a nice premiere trailer, I gotta admit. And again, the character designs are on point. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But who wants to share their thoughts?
I'll start us
No.
off. Or Bao
Actually,
can go,
go ahead.
actually. Bao is
I'm
Mr.
so-
Xenoblade. Yeah, I'll bequeath it to Bao. Go ahead, Bao.
You know,
Very
Bao,
well.
Bao spotted it first before me, to be honest. So yeah.
So,
Ready.
just to sum it up, looks great. Can't wait. Surprised about the release date. What I'm curious about
Ours.
is the setting of this game. Because if you play Xenoblade 1 and 2, you know that they're technically different worlds, but they share certain things, so to speak. And if this is the merged world, 1, what the heck happened for that to happen? 2, are blades still around in the same aspect as they were in 2? Because if you know they're immortal. And 3, if we meet blades that we knew from Xenoblade 2, are these going to be the same memories we know them with? Because if you know when blades, quote, die, they come back with new memories. So like if we meet Pyra or Mithra, are they going to be the same ones we knew, or will this just be like a clean slate for them? I'm very curious about stuff like that. And also just a lot of intrigue. Like, why is the Mechonis' sword there? And apparently it like pierced some village. Like, when the heck did that happen? And then you see like the husk of a titan. It's just very, very curious about the setting of this entire world, because it shouldn't exist.
I think for me, after seeing the trailer, like honestly, I generally think that it visually, like the graphics look like what it should look like. It looks great, and it look. I mean, reading up about it, which is one of the weirdest things. Like when you go to what do you call it? Because after the trailer dropped, I went to like the Nintendo page for it to see like what details they had about it, and the North American Nintendo page gives you nothing. Like it just tells you the game is coming out, the date, and the price. And when I went to the UK version, though, they had like a list of all the characters. They had like a little backstory and everything that was going on in the world, like the warring factions fighting against each other, and then they sort of like come together. Like three of the cast are from one faction, 3 are from another faction. Also, shout out to the first Silk chocolatey looking bloke in the main party of Xenoblade. I'm loving that. But basically, the look of it and everything like that, I fancy it and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm a bit scared about is that this game is gonna get what we saw in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is more censorship. Like I just feel like it's just gonna be less and less fan service, more and more censorship. And I mean, granted, if that's the original plan and the original idea, fine. but you're following two games that did have, especially Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that did have, a sizable amount of quality fan service when speaking about the blades. I'm hoping that we see more of that in this one, but then I'm also kind of wondering, are we gonna see blades? Because each of the characters from the main cast all have different weapons and seem to fight with different styles, especially with the Monado being there and all that kind of stuff. It's just, I don't think we're gonna see the blades, but if we do, I would hope that they are not censored. That's basically it.
Well, here's the thing with that. The girl who has the hammer, her hair looks like what's her English name again? Blue Flame Girl. Morak's partner. Morak? Yeah, she has like her hair, which is very fascinating. And she also looks like she has a core crystal, maybe. So I'm just very curious, like, what the heck happened here for all this to happen? And I'm pretty, like, I hope they don't do alternate timeline. Like, this is just alternate versions of these characters you knew from the first two games. That'd be boring and safe. Yeah. Like, make it actually connect.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it will.
I think it will, because like with like the ending of Xenoblade 2, and then like people who started with 2 playing Xenoblade Definitive for the first time and like just like seeing how like everything is kind of like the way it is. I don't think that they would, like, Monolith Soft is really good and at like, well, I shouldn't say Monolith Soft, the guys who make Xenoblade, Xenogears, like they're really good at storytelling, and I don't think they would do alternate timelines or alternate dimensions for this. Like this just looks. It's, when I first saw this trailer, I was like, this looks a lot like Xenoblade 1. This looks a lot like Xenoblade X. This looks a lot like Xenoblade 2. What is happening here? Yeah. Because like there's one specific part of the trailer where like it looks like Planet Mira almost from Xenoblade X. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna do anything in regards to X. But I'm holding out hope right now. You guys can mark it, save the date. Duo, I know you're in the chat, bro. Clip it. Yo, I'm saying it right now. I think Elma from Xenoblade X is going to be in this game without DLC. DLC will not count. If they bring her in as DLC like they did in 2, I don't count that. But I think she'll be in the base game. I think she'll have story relevance.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
I think that they're really marketing the focus between Xenoblade 1 and 2 here. And I think if they like add in Xenoblade X at some point throughout the story, that's going to be like their big surprise. Because at this point, we've seen what looks to be Melia. We've seen what looks to be Nia. We can kind of anticipate that maybe Shulk is around, maybe Rex is around, like Bao said, maybe Pyra Myth are around. If we see them, it's going to be like, okay, cool. There's not really anything in the trailer that could hint towards Xenoblade Chronicles X also being in there. And a lot of people, for some godforsaken reason, consider X like the black sheep of the series and like discount it on so many regards. But I think X is better than 2. But that's just my humble.
Wow. Your wrong opinion.
Honestly, I thought it was gonna be X when we got the trailer. I was like, oh my god, are we finally getting X? Is it the last Wii U game we need to have a console become irrelevant? And I was like, oh my god, Flynn 2.0.
Look really similar to X, yeah.
Here's another thing though. The remember this game has some leaks like early last year or something like that. And the leak said this is, quote, in a far-flung future, which it makes sense why Blades would be here and why High Intia would be here, because they have long lifespans. So I wouldn't expect to see someone like Shulk, who's just a normal,
maybe they're descendants.
He's a human.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for him to be. Honestly, I don't want to see the characters from the first 2 games, to be honest. Outside of the Blades, like, I don't want to see the actual humans. Because I want to, also because of the fact that this game has a focus on 2 protagonists, 2 warring factions, which is a strange thing that we're seeing a lot of I guess you can see this in a lot of RPGs we're seeing now, where you have a character growing up from one different time, sort of like society, and another one from a different type of society, and then they come together and, their whole Romeo and Juliet kind of thing. And so essentially there being 2 protagonists, this guy named Noah and what's her face? What's the girl's name who's with him? Mio. So the 2 of them, come from 2 different factions, and then bring in their party with them, bring in their friends or whatever have you along with them. I think that's going to be the focus. The focus is going to be on the party. It's going to be on these characters, just similarly like we saw in previous Xenoblade games. And I would like for the focus to stay to these characters, because honestly, I like the design of most of these new characters. Like, they are really, really cool looking designs. And I don't want it to sort of like shift, and then we have a focus of old characters, and then it sort of takes away from the game.
Well, no. Think about it like this way, Q. Like Trails of Cold Steel 3 and 4, they just added those characters to Cold Steel, and I mean, I guess you could say like in parts of Cold Steel 4, you like took control of those characters and there was a bit of a focus on them. But I still think that they would be able to strike a balance between like brand new characters and like returning characters if they did choose to have returning characters. Like Bao said, Shulk probably isn't going to be here. But is it still a spoiler to talk about 7? Is that still considered a spoiler?
I think it is because
I just
like,
consider
example,
it one, yeah.
I think in a sense, like there are people like, for example, like my missus is listening to the podcast right now, and I do like after she saw the trailer, she was like, "Oh, I like this game." So I was like, "Okay, well, we got the first 2. You're gonna have to play it." So I would prefer for her not to know anything before she jumps into it.
Okay, so so Bao, do you think you don't think because at the end of the game, like without going into spoilers, stuff happens with 7, but like, do you think like they could appear in this game?
I think at that point, 7 is once again a normal person, so they should have a normal lifespan in theory.
Okay.
But then again, who knows what's happening in this game?
Also, what's the lifespan of Napon?
That's a good question.
I say you don't think Hiropon Riki will run deep, the best character to play in Xenoblade 1? Yes, sir. Watch Bao's tutorials.
Oh man.
Riki is a very broken character. If you know what to do with him.
Riki, I never played Riki or Melia in Xenoblade 1 until I watched Bao's video and I went, oh shit, this is kind of broken.
I just left him out because I didn't like his design that much. I was like, he's not a waifu. What the fuck am I putting him in?
Oh my god.
Jesus. Hold on. Riku, Falcon's finest. What are you thinking about Xenoblade 3, man?
It's not made by Falcom.
Oh Lord.
It's
Keep that in mind.
It's okay. I saw Lady Pelvic. She posted something on Twitter talking about the character designs, and she was like, "These are just okay." And I don't want to say I agree with her, but I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm bouncing off of the walls for the character designs. I will say this though. I do like the cell shading that they are using for this one. It looks. I like the. I don't know. I think the how it looks, especially for the Nintendo Switch. I think this is definitely where it can be in regards to it aging over time and still looking good to go. Like basically with Shadow, what you used to say, or I'm not sure if you still say it or you still like hold by it. Vesperia, where you say Vesperia's cell shading is at a point where I feel like when it comes to what they're going for this game, you could definitely consider this in the realm of cell shading that will be timeless. I would assume. We'll see.
I just can't get over Flynn 2.0.
Flynn 2.0.
He looks like so many JRPG characters. I see Reen in there. I see Flynn in there.
I think when it came to him, I probably would have not used red. I don't know.
I personally love his design.
I think it's fine.
I think I wouldn't have used red for him. I think another color would have probably been.
I would say like in terms of like the characters being like boring. I wouldn't say they look boring. I would just say they look like. So Xenoblade 1, I think, had a good balance of character designs. Xenoblade 2, as people know, a lot of people were like, oh, these characters are too sexy. I think Xenoblade 3 kind of looks like it's going too far in the other direction.
Yep. It needs to be more horny or a little bit more. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
It does look like the characters have been dressed up a bit more in this game. Like that seems to be a strong focus.
More like toned down.
Yeah.
There's like for example,
They almost look like Western characters in a JRPG.
Hold on, what's with this super chat?
We got the super chat here from Duo Beard saying, shoutouts to Lady Gab and King Bao. Hello, friends.
Hello, where's my shout out? Where's the guy whose channel is it?
Wait, I just realized,
man. Deal as a trader. That's basically it. You know,
just bro.
No shout out to no one else, right? Just Bao.
Shout out to nobody. Just and Gab. What about Riku?
Like, what about Blake over here playing Final Fantasy 1, your favorite game of all time? He don't get a shout out. Like this is crazy over there. Duo.
Oh shoot, Duo, you didn't give me a shout out. Hey, yo, bro, I want. Nah, you know what? Yo, bro, hey, where's that Vita, bro? I'm eating this thing up right now.
Whoa! Don't delete the Vita. Just delete the game. The game off your flash drive. Point is. I was talking to Blake, and I will be diving into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Lord, let's calm down. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 this summer for me. So whenever we have our podcast during there, I will be giving my thoughts on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Since, you always hear massively dividing things about Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I will dive in there and see what the hell is going on with it to be ready for Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Why are we waiting until summer though? Why you waiting until summer? What's so special about summer? Why you can't start now?
Hey, Riku's got a lot lined up right now.
I know, right? Later this week, the Horizon comes out, and then by the time I'm done with Horizon, Elden Ring should be out, and by the time Elden Ring
Stranger
is done,
Paradise.
Stranger of Paradise will be out, and then by the time I'm done with Stranger of Paradise, Chrono Cross, which we will talk about later, will be out, and that'll be like April. So it's like May, around May and June, maybe late spring is like the absolute earliest I can see myself hopping into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But
I mean,
hold on. I know you not going, Mister. How's Rise 2 going, buddy boy?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we all saw that coming a mile away.
Hold
How's
on.
Rise 2 going, baby boy?
We got a super chat from Asig. Shout out to Blake, Riku, and Q as well. Wow, still not shout out.
Yo, whoa, where's my shout out? Like, yo, come on, right, yo, what is happening right now? I guess
shout out. Technically, your shout out is they're giving you money. They're not giving us money.
You know what? Exactly.
Oh my God.
Where's our cut?
That is your shout out.
Exactly.
We ain't got one guy a lick of cent.
Yeah, chat. Do y'all hear anything? I don't hear nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we hear the ka-ching in your bank account. That's what we hear.
Chad is sitting there watching his account go up and being like, "Yes, buddy, keep going."
I don't hear nothing. I don't know what's going on. Let
me say one more thing about the September release date, because I said this on Twitter, and I said in regards to us, it's fine. You know, as far as I know, for us Westerners, there wasn't really anything I'm aware of that we were really looking forward to in September. But for Japan, that's when they had Kuro no Kiseki 2 coming out. So I find it funny that last year, Japan they're all hyped for Tales of Arise, and Kuro no Kiseki was coming out the same month as Tales of Arise, and it basically got overshadowed by Tales of Arise. And now the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is like, we're coming out in September, and then Kuro no Kiseki is like, we were coming out in September. Yeah, you're probably gonna get shadowed again. So
Kuro cannot like release like at good times. Like that's crazy.
If I were them at this point, I'd go ahead and fucking delay that shit to like late October, if possible. Because
couldn't they bring it earlier though?
They could, but I would say, you know how some of these games, not some, a nice handful of these games come out. They're usually like, there's a few things missing. We need to patch this, patch that. Go ahead and just use that extra time to polish it up a little bit more. Because I think Kuro no Kiseki 1, I think that launched not in 60 frames, and then like later on they patched it and it has 60 frames.
Yep.
I would assume that Kuro no Kiseki 2 is going to launch with 60 frames, but who knows what it won't launch with, and they would need to patch like I said, every game these days. So just polish it up. Don't try and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Gonna get
Riku. Here's the thing, right? You're saying these things as if you're insulting Falcom. You're Falcom's finest. You like these less than 60 frames per second non-patched games.
I don't recall ever saying that.
I was about to say Riku is. If that was the case, he would play his Switch a lot more, and he doesn't. But speaking of someone who does play their Switch, we got a super chat from Rasha the Alchemist saying, "Caught alive for once. Your favorite Sriracha bottle signing in. If you know, you know. Welcome in, Rasha. It's good to see you, guy. It's good to see you.
What is a Sriracha? What's going on there? I don't know. Fill me in.
So actually, check his Twitter, right? That's the thing. I saw his Twitter, right? Because I think he replied to something from Bao or something. And this guy's my new spirit person. You know how people have spirit animals. He's my new spirit person. This guy always has a bottle of Sriracha there with him for no reason other than the fact that the bottle is there, and it's brilliant. It's the most brilliant thing ever.
I'm about to go look at that.
He has got great branding. Get him on the HPMP.
All right, I gotta see what that's about.
I'm not a fan of Sriracha. What? Yeah, I had it once. So I was like, I'm never getting this again.
Oh, well, I'm gonna get you on that, but more on that later. So yeah, for Xenoblade, like Q said, it might have some like censorship, or not even censorship for that matter. Just like the character designs will definitely be toned down, and it kind of sucks because I did say that with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, this will be the last time you will see horny designs like this. Last time you'll ever see it. And I think with this game, it's definitely going to lean in that direction. The designs definitely they look good, but they also look safe. So it sucks that the people complaining about it, and they're the ones that won, and they didn't even play the game.
Yeah, I think a better word to use also is probably less extravagant. Because as far as you see the designs in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, extravagant is definitely a word that would be fitting for.
The word is
Yeah.
sexy, Riku. Sexy.
You know what I also liked about the character designs was the fact that we have like different body types now too. Like the girl with the wing ear things, like she's super thick, like she's not skinny.
She's not super thick. Have you seen Ryza?
Is she?
She's thickish.
Calm down.
I thought she was
Calm
thick
down.
looking
Alright.
compared to like a regular anime
She
character.
average. She average. You know, she just doesn't have like some curves or something like super skinny in there. But she's not what I would call thick. You know.
What are you saying? She's built like a hot dog?
No.
Them thighs aren't rubbing each other. That's not thick.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo, we got a super chat queue. I think you should read this super chat from H Draken, bro. I think you should read this.
I'm reading these crimes. You know, that's all I see. All I see is crimes from these people. Shameful.
Okay. Go ahead, Blake.
All right, yo, super chat from H Draken saying, "Shout out to Smexy, waifu of dreams in the chat, but sending money to Shadow's bank account. Sorry,
Cha-ching!
Q, that new PC
Man,
And even shout me out, shouting out the waifu of dreams.
That's right. He shout out you, and I ain't gonna shout out.
Shadow. I mean, we replaced Sosuke. I mean, we could replace Q with Lexi. I mean, that could.
Man.
No,
We definitely need to get her in on one of these episodes.
you know what? She's sitting in the next room playing Pokemon right now and just talking shit in the chat, But it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, I'm playing
I
Pokemon.
think
but I'm
she'd
talking
like
shit in the
being
voice
able
chat.
to talk shit in the podcast, so that'd be funny.
Oh my god.
No.
He said no. He said no. But Q, yeah. I am gonna get into that.
But also for
We can
Xenoblade,
save that for post podcast, yeah.
also for Xenoblade, I hope we don't know if blades are back. I believe we talked about that a little bit, but I swear that all that is fucking holy.
Cosmo, isn't it?
If
Gotcha.
they
gotta talk
better
about
not
Dahlia.
bring back this gotcha system blade summoning crap.
Oh no!
I swear that all that is holy.
Please no. Please don't.
Leave that
didn't-
with
they
Xenoblade
didn't in
Chronicles 2.
Torna. They left. They didn't in Torna. I have faith they've learned.
You think so, right? You would think so. We all think these things would happen, but do they actually happen? No.
See, I was actually fine with the gacha system in theory. It's just how hard it is to get certain blades after a point, which was annoying. That was the issue.
Cosmos?
No, and I spent like 30 hours trying.
Imagine if she was just given to you by story progression. Crazy, right?
Crazy.
Shadow was the one who was chasing down Cosmo the most, if I'm correct. This man
Chasing
did how
her
many
the
streams?
most. Did like
How many streams did you do?
I want to
for
say
this?
like 8 streams I did for this. I was so mad.
Yep, that's another interesting one. I wonder if we could get like guest blades or like guest characters. Like I don't think they'd make Shulk a blade, but I mean I guess he kind of was in the Xenoblade 2 DLC.
Why do you want him as a blade though? He's a husbando. There's no waifu to him. No.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
so moving on from what Q was saying. So we got super chat from Duo saying, "Here's your shout out, Shadow. We
Let's
appreciate
go! That's finally
this
sign
been Shadow.
some
Moving
respect.
on.
Put some respect on my name. I'm out here putting in the work. I'm out here letting this podcast. I'm out here giving y'all this entertainment. I need my shout outs,
All right, calm down. We got another super chat coming in from Rasha the Alchemist again, saying, "Y'all stay tuned for a Sriracha God cosplay for Katsucon this week. I'm in the middle of a retwist, and my head's on fire, so peace out for now." Ooh, bro,
okay.
mad respect, bro. I could never do cornrows. Mad respect.
You know,
I did cornrows once in 8th grade.
You have hair?
2004.
you got hair.
You're one of those. If you don't have,
Riku, listen, bro. All I'm saying is in your pinned tweet, bro. There's not a lot there, but you know what? I respect it.
I'm talking about like a decade ago. Not even.
Oh, so your hair fell out?
No, Riku, let me defend you, right? My boy had corn skull, man. Like, what are you talking about, right? It worked, corn skull. You know,
Corn
He doesn't
skull.
have to have
Corn
corn-
skull.
Yeah,
What kind of
He
thing
told
is
us-
that?
He told us-
If a black person doesn't have afro, they don't have hair.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah, I don't have
he
hair
went-
either.
Doesn't matter if you have waves or if you rocking any type of low fade or anything. Nope, you don't have hair.
Yep.
We don't acknowledge any of that.
Speaking of don't have hair, we got another super chat from Night Fury saying, Shadow, you better not be looking at things you're not supposed to during people's conversation. Don't make me call pelvic. Ooh, shoot. He said he's going to call pelvic. He's going to call mom. Mom's going to come in here and going to beat your ass. That's crazy.
This man,
listen, Pelvic can't do nothing, all right? She ain't here. She can't do anything.
She is too afraid to play Resident Evil, even if Shadow's going to buy her PS5.
You know, she passed up the opportunity. So I
still cannot believe that she did that.
Yeah, hey,
that's such an easy PS5.
Such an easy one indeed. But you know, she can't hack it out here, man. Nobody's scared of Pelvic. Bring Pelvic in here. I ain't scared of her. All right. She ain't my kryptonite. She ain't my what y'all call in the Discord kryptonite. My worst enemy. I don't know, but I ain't scared of Pelvic. All right. All right. That's what I'm saying. All right. Yeah,
I'm saying, right? You know what you know what you gotta do, right? Call her and say this to her face, right? You know.
Listen, we ain't doing all that, but She probably not. She busy, right? Probably she out doing something, you know. And yeah, you know. Okay, so let's I guess we can move on. Or we got any last thoughts about Xenoblade here?
I last thought for me, I think that the fact that they're doing Xenoblade 3 and they still haven't ported X is literally them saying, guys, we're not porting X. The next game might be X2 at the very least. Just go play X on the Wii U, emulate it, watch a Let's Play. Either way, I don't think X is coming to Switch. I think it would cost them. I don't think X is going to come to Switch. I think it would cost them too much to port it.
I think honestly, knowing Nintendo, the way they'll do it is like they will launch X just before X2 would be coming out. So it will essentially be like, oh, prerequisite, you can buy this version and then get the other one. Because obviously you got to build hype. So you launch a new game and you're like, oh, this new game is coming out, and if you want to know more about it, buy the previous one a couple months before it comes out, and then that's how they sell it, basically. Because remember, X was not really well received, if I'm correct, in comparison to like the regular Xenoblade.
It's just because it was on Wii U, it didn't sell as much.
It wasn't because it was on Wii U. It was. Look at it.
What?
Okay,
yeah, X.
X is not that bad.
X is great. X is one of the best open worlds in gaming.
It's polarizing. Exactly. That's the word.
But it's not terrible. I mean, if it was on anything else, it probably would have succeeded. The gamepad was just a bane to that game's existence, at least for me. Mm-hmm. But the more I think about it, the more I enjoyed it. I just wish it did some things differently.
Bro, it's crazy how the create your own character in that game is more interesting than Rex.
Damn. No, he's not. Yeah, why you
my
hit
final
Rex?
thought on Xenoblade is I hope 3 takes more after 1 than 2 in its gameplay.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair. Yeah, I could take that.
Oh, shoot. Q's wife is in the chat saying, just wanted to pop in here, husband. Oh, she's got a super chat. Got no skills in Arceus. Cannot catch up with a new. Watch me play and learn. Ooh, get better.
What?
Ooh.
What? Whoa, sir. Q, what is going on here? What is happening here? You trash in Arceus?
That was my fork. I could have used to buy another pizza. You just gave to Shadow for no reason, other than the fact that just talk shit about me. But it's okay. You know, my feelings are not hurt. You know, my feelings are not hurt. You know.
Hold up, you out here? You're not playing Ryzer 1. You're not playing Ryzer 2, and you out here being trash in Arceus?
Right,
bro, explain
thing,
yourself here, man.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? You see, the thing is that this woman has played like 80 hours or something in the game. I'm probably at 50, 60 hour mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this right now. But go on.
She's competing with me because she on Twitter posting about how she's got a bit more Pokemon than me and stuff like that. Like I'm just enjoying the game. I'm not even playing the game all the time. I'm playing something else at the same time. This is all she's playing, and she's trying to talk trash about me. It's okay. It's okay. My feelings are not hurt. You know, I'm just saying. You know, feelings.
Yo, Q's played 60 hours and you're still trash? That's crazy. Yo, Lexi's sitting at 95 hours right now. Ooh.
Just despicable.
That's crazy. We got a super chat from Acebreaker saying Q the husbando of unfinished games and not saving. What?
Oh, Lord.
I was streaming what do you call this bloody game? Mary Skelter.
Oh, of course, Mary Skelter.
And I think I left the room or something. I didn't save or something.
Oh man.
And I died. But the funny thing is I didn't save from a stream ago. So essentially I'd done 4 hours in that stream, not saved, then started another stream, died, and then had
Jeez,
like
so you was out here wasting your time. Oh man.
exactly. It was despicable, you know. Like the whole stream energy dropped at that point. I was like, oh shit! Like, what do I do now? You know, like, do I continue this?
Jeez,
Do I?
I know you've been playing that game for a minute. I'm surprised it ain't done
I'm
it over.
surprised you still care about this like generic dungeon crawler. Like it, yeah.
You know what? I was about to use profanity and stuff, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Blake.
All right. Let's get back on track.
Xenoblade.
That's Xenoblade. That's Xenoblade Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
We hoping it comes out. Hoping it doesn't get delayed. Hoping the designs are still on point.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to the only black character that I've seen in Xenoblade.
Oh, say it no more.
You know?
So chocolatey complexion. The glasses like me, hair like me, look like me. It's probably me. You know, just saying.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure Xenoblade X had black characters.
Did they now? Like who?
It did actually.
Who?
Because no one played that game. How would we know that?
The only black character I knew in that game was me, because that was my created character. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's move on to another Nintendo Direct announcement. So finally, after I want to say like 20 odd years, we got Chrono Cross back to us.
Let's go.
One of the premier RPGs on PlayStation has finally come to us.
Can't wait to play it for the first time ever, baby.
Can't wait to put it in my backlog for 3 years while I play Chrono Trigger.
What, you haven't played Chrono Trigger yet? What the?
Bro, I'm playing
Blake,
Final
how do you
Fantasy
call
1 right now.
yourself
Hop
a
off
JRPG?
me.
The most critically acclaimed JRPG of all time, and you haven't played it? Huh.
If they made it more accessible and if I could play it on modern consoles, I
man.
would. But it's not accessible. Just like Xenogears. I want to play Xenogears, but I can't play Xenogears on my Nintendo Switch.
Lord.
Here's the
play
thing,
on
though,
that
right?
either.
Here's the thing, though, right? We've got Gab here, right? No, I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was one episode where where Gab said, why are the lights sitting so low? Because we're sitting on 59 likes, and we had 110 people in here. So, like, Gab, can you be honest?
That's a lot of freeloaders.
If you want me to get better, you must like the video.
Oh, shoot.
Otherwise, I will not get better.
You guys killing Gab right now. That's what's going on.
That's ooh.
Can't
We
believe
also
you
got super
guys.
chat. We got super chat from Duo Beard. It's pretty irrelevant, but he's basically saying, "How dare you call it a generic dungeon crawler, Blake?" Yes, Duo. Yes, it's a generic dungeon crawler. But yeah, shout out, as you were saying, Chrono Cross. Yeah, one of the most
Critically acclaimed JRPGs in the world.
Oh, the slander. But yeah, Chrono Cross is one of the most critically acclaimed RPGs out there, especially on PS1. I really enjoyed it when it first came out. I was there. I think I was there when it first came out, or I rented it from Blockbuster. Maybe I'm old.
Did you rent it from Blockbuster or did you steal it from Blockbuster?
Yeah, why you gotta say I steal it from Blockbuster, man? What you talking about, man?
What you trying to
What
say?
you trying to say here, Blake?
What I'm trying to say is that I don't know about y'all, but when I grew up, we stole from Blockbuster all the time because they said bring it back, and then I said, oh yeah, sure, yeah, bet, and I never brought it back.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that there's probably some secret Blockbuster person, listening into this. Maybe they've.
Dude, they
they've
went
lived
out of business 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. Man's out here living the poverty life, and like, oh, so this bitch has been stealing from me all this time. I'm gonna find him.
I'm pretty sure my uncle was, I think he had accumulated something like $600 in late fees,
Jesus,
and he just avoided them like the plague and never went back to a Blockbuster
my
again.
God. Okay,
that's
hold
what I
on,
wonder. Like,
let's get back to Chrono Cross here. Guys are going crazy here. But I'm hearing a lot of people on Twitter. They saying this game don't look good, which is
I
weird.
think
It looks
I
like
think
a
it looks
PS1
fine.
game. What's the problem?
Why?
That's what I'm saying. They're saying like they didn't make any changes to it at all, and I'm like,
Is it in widescreen?
I don't think so. It's in I'm pretty sure this will be a setting so you can make it widescreen, but I don't think
Is it coming to PC?
It seems like in regards to the remaster quality, they're following the same trend as Final Fantasy VIII, where you remember if you zoomed in on Final Fantasy VIII characters' faces, it was just a fucking bundle of pixels. You're the cutest guy looking here, type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like when you look at Qual's face now, it looks pretty cleaned up. And if you saw that tweet that one dude did, I'll probably retweet it. But yeah, the side by sides in regards to the original PS1's version and how they look now, it looks like it went through the same level of jump. At least to me.
Yeah, but for me
As someone has
personally,
played Chrono Cross, it is very cleaned up.
Also,
Yeah.
keep in mind that this remaster or remake, whatever, that's not a remake. This remaster of the game is only like $20.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
price
okay.
wise,
Yeah, no, this
pretty
game,
cheap.
like by Square Enix tax, is very cheap.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm surprised.
So
$20 is nice.
there must be something wrong with it.
I thought it would have been at least like $24.99 or something. Another thing, when they were talking about the little new quality of life features like turning off random encounters or whatever, I hope one of those quality of life features, which they didn't mention, is
Speed up?
fast forward. Yeah,
it
because-
has to be. There's no way.
yeah, it has to be because
Well, I mean,
8
I'd
and 9
imagine.
had it.
Yeah, so 8, 9, 7 had it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
and
why do you
7.
why do you want to fast forward the game? Don't you want to just play it the way? it
Because
was
these
meant
games
to?
are slow as hell, Q, and we're tired of pretending
Yeah,
they're not.
Yeah.
No,
because these
exactly.
are-
No, you accept that that's the way it is.
No.
Oh, you accept?
You're gonna
Oh,
play
yeah,
classic game.
bet.
If you're gonna
bet,
play
yeah.
classic game, you play in classic time ways.
Okay,
That's just
okay.
what
I
it
don't
is.
want you to use the speed up feature in Mary Skelter when you're going through dungeons. I don't want you to
don't
use the
do
auto.
it.
I don't want you to use
use
the
the
auto
speed-
feature Q. Do you use the auto feature Q? Is that what you do? I don't want you to use that either.
Lord.
I have no comments. You know, the fact is that we don't need to use that speed up. You know, it's okay. Run that normal speed. Normal speed is good. You know.
Yeah, sure.
I for one, like when I saw this at the direct, I thought it was gonna be a remake, and then I saw some actual graphics. I was like, okay, it's a remaster. I was a little disappointed at that. You know, I was hoping Square Enix would get on that remake train for this, but that would be a pretty big project because this game is pretty big. But for me, when it comes to these games, these remaster PS1 games, I have no urgency to go out and get them. I mean, I might try it out. But ultimately, I already played it. The graphics, yeah, they're touched up. It does look better, but it's not enough for me to actually go after it and play it over again, even on current platforms. But I'm pretty sure if you never experienced this game, this will probably be the best way to do it in modern times.
Yeah, that's pretty good. One thing I'm a little confused as because like I haven't played Chrono Trigger. I was like, wonder why they didn't try and bring over Chrono Trigger first to modern consoles, unless they're planning like some sort of like remaster of Chrono Trigger. Was Chrono Trigger a like what's it for? It was okay, so it was a SNES game. Okay, because I heard people saying they want like an HD 2D remake of Chrono Trigger.
That would be, oh my god,
It
that
would be
amazing.
perfect.
That would be
It's
amazing.
like
That'd
the
be
perfect game for it.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be dope. I mean, they did come out with the remastered version of it on the Nintendo DS, which is a very good port. That's arguably the best way to play Chrono Trigger right now. But I mean, wasn't there another game that got announced at this Nintendo thing that had a Nintendo DS? Oh, I think it was Front Mission. They got a Nintendo DS.
Yeah, it was
Front
Front
Mission.
Mission. It was Front
Was
Mission,
Front
yeah.
Mission on
Yeah.
DS?
Yep.
Yeah, I know Front Mission got a DS, either remake, remaster, or port, and then now they're making it. We'll talk about that soon too. So
Yeah.
there's no reason Chrono Trigger, especially Chrono Trigger of any fucking JRPG you could possibly think of, to get such a treatment.
I'm surprised they put Dragon Quest 3 in that style before they put Chrono Trigger in that style.
A lot of people love that particular entry. So
Yeah, that's that
I
one
just
is
hope
like
they
the,
keep that energy. I hope they keep that energy with other Dragon Quest games, not just that one.
yeah,
That's what I hope.
that Dragon Quest game is like the godfather of JRPGs.
You know, who's the one who said who said that you can basically marry Octopath Traveler with like Golden Sun, and that's just peak. Was it Bao?
I think that was just someone on Twitter.
It was not me. No.
Oh, it wasn't you. 'Cause someone tweeted that on Twitter and shared it.
I saw a tweet on Twitter, yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
Golden Sun fans are rabid.
No, but Golden Sun is brilliant. Oh, Lost Age was the best, man. They should do that. You know, I'm down for that. Some Golden Sun. Go back.
I just hope that like more. So here's my so HD 2D. It's not like so Square Enix like kind of like originated it with like Octopath kind of, but like they don't own the rights to like
No.
HD 2D as a whole. So any company can make an HD 2D game now.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
Maybe
They can't-
I guess.
they can't use they obviously can't use their assets.
Engine?
Yeah.
But-
I was like,
Yeah, I was
isn't
like
it just
engine,
made in
yeah.
Unreal Engine?
Obviously, and they obviously can't call it HD 2D. They'll have to call it something else. But,
Yeah.
like when it comes to, if you want to give probably the best example to the closest thing that looks like HD 2D right now is Eiyuden Chronicle, because I know some people are like, oh, Eiyuden Chronicle HD 2, like that's not a part of the HD 2D assets, but it is definitely the closest thing that looks like it coming out soon.
Yeah, it's
So-
definitely the style.
Yeah,
But if Nintendo wanted to do something like that, because Camelot is a Nintendo subsidiary, they could, because I mean Square Enix got a lot of money tied up in Nintendo. It's like if Sony wanted to do it, they'd be like, oh yeah, this is fine. We're not gonna fuck with you. We're good. Like it's all good. So I don't see any problem with it. I think they could do it. I think Nintendo could take like a Golden Sun or whatever have you and redo.
they definitely need to take Golden Sun. They need to take Mario. What's the Mario RPG? That'll be a
Yeah.
great one.
Mhm.
And then I know those the Paper Mario, the early Paper Mario games.
Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm.
All right. So I guess that's Chrono Cross. Fun fact: in my video, my most recent upload, I called it Chrono Trigger. So
Oh
can go-
no.
I think I caught that too. I was like, Chrono Trigger. Why did you say that?
yeah, yeah. That's
I thought you were
bad.
gonna put an asterisk later in there or something.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't even catch that. Like even like I was listening to the video, like to render it, and then after I rendered it, I listened to it to make sure it was good. I can't believe I didn't catch that. I'm disappointed in myself. I need to commit Seriku. Is that Seriku? I guess. Yeah.
I'm wondering if since when one thing I like about these Nintendo Directs is that not just Nintendo fans eat, man. PlayStation fans eat too, because obviously
That's
Chrono
true, yeah.
Cross is coming to a PlayStation as well. I'm wondering what that platinum look like. I'm
Oh,
wondering
my
if they're gonna
goodness.
make you go through all of the endings, collect
wait.
all of the characters.
Now wait a minute, Riku. I heard that platinums are irrelevant.
They are irrelevant, but
Mm-hmm.
if I can get it, especially for games that I am heavily interested in, I'll go out of my way for them.
Okay.
So,
I
Chrono Cross, I'm
I just
interested-
heard that you got silenced off of platinums or something like that. I don't know what's going on there. Got it. Okay.
Lord,
Also, it's funny, Riku, you say that it's not just Nintendo fans eating at this direct. Nintendo fans would scream at you and saying they weren't eating because all they got was Mario and then nothing else that was good. Because Nintendo fans hate
Wait,
Fire
they
Emblem.
got Kirby.
Nintendo fans hate
they got
Xenoblade.
Kirby.
People would say
Kirby was lit.
that's just Kirby info we already knew.
Damn.
Because it's not a new Kirby game. I bet Nintendo fans aren't even looking forward to Advance Wars. Like, bro, I'm telling you, don't trust Nintendo fans.
All right. So
you
Chrono
know, you
Cross?
say that, right? Isn't that Blake? Blake saying don't trust him.
Mhm.
Oh, see, I was born among them. I was raised by them, but I am
You
not
are
one of them. This Xbox and this PlayStation and this Nintendo PC right next to me say otherwise.
All right. Okay. So that's Chrono Cross. Let's move on to another game that got announced: Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes.
Three frames, yep.
Yeah, I'm hoping Blake you can explain this one because like
All right.
don't know what this
Let me
game
let me clear my throat. Let me read the super chat really quick from that boy Rikuki too. That boy saying I'm late, but live alive hype cough FFT next. Yes sir, live. That was great. Thank you for super chat Rikuki.
Awesome,
And
Rikuki.
now Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. So I saw this, and my immediate thought was, oh no, because listen, I am a Warriors fan, and I appreciate all of the this game is more of a Warriors game than Xenoblade Chronicles was, so hopefully it'll be okay. But what really turned me off of the first Fire Emblem Warriors game was the limited roster. That roster was trash. They took very limited characters. They had clone characters. I have a whole video on my
this will
channel
be the third entry, right?
where this is the second Fire Emblem Warriors game. Unless you mean like third Nintendo Muso. This will be the third Nintendo Muso game on the Switch, if that's what you mean. Because we had Fire Emblem Warriors was the first. No, because Fire Warriors Definitive is on Switch too. So
Yeah, if you're not getting that, then yeah, too.
if you everyone knows on the podcast that I was not the biggest fan of Age of Calamity because the story was shit and the frame rate and the FPS was really bad for an action game. So far in the gameplay, everything looks okay. With Age of Calamity, we didn't know the FPS was that bad until the demo. I think it was the demo came out for it, and we're like, okay, maybe this will change. It never changed. I'm very cautiously optimistic about this. I'm interested to see like the story and lore of these characters because we really don't know what this is yet. It kind of looks like a golden route of sorts, like where all the characters team up together and they don't end off like splitting off into their own separate endings. And interestingly enough, they have the three main characters here, but they don't have anything from the Cindered Shadows DLC, which is kind of weird because those characters are kind of like cemented in the lore of Three Houses. So I hope that they're in the base game, because the main, like, another thing with Age of Calamity that I didn't like was just like the roster was so limited. Like these Muso games, like they at least for me, they thrive off like those character interactions and such. And I'm very worried because I've seen people saying that they're like, "Oh, we'd be totally fine if they made every playable character from Fire Emblem Three Houses playable. It's just like there's only like 6 unique movesets." No. That will get boring and repetitive. People already think Muso games are boring. For them to have multiple characters that all play the same is not helping that. That is not how you keep people interested. And of course, people are gonna, even if this game, like, in my opinion, even if this game is bad, people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, it's not just a regular Muso game, so therefore it's better." There's nothing wrong with regular Muso games. We got a super chat from Ace saying, "Blue balled me with Fire Emblem Warriors 3 hopes, and not Genealogy of the Holy War remake." Well, you see Ace, and I don't think we talked about this on the podcast, but there's a rumor going around that there's, I think, 3 or 4 Fire Emblem games in development right now, which checks out because, like, we still haven't seen the Fire Emblem game Intelligent Systems working on. The last 2, being Three Houses and now Three Hopes, were both made by Koei Tecmo. So we are due for another Echoes game or another Intelligent Systems game. So I still think Genealogy remake could happen. But in short, just my final thoughts on the game. It's coming. It's a Warriors game. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's a Warriors game. It's trash. I'm gonna play it for the lore only." I'm like, "Oh, yeah,
There you
whatever.
go.
Yeah, you know who you are. Yeah. Just keep telling yourself you don't like the gameplay." But I am nervous and I'm cautiously optimistic, and I will be keeping an eye on trailers, news outlets, any form of information I can get my hands on about this game, because after Age of Calamity, I lost a little faith in both Nintendo and Koei Tecmo.
So, branching off of what you said, Blake, I'm pretty sure you're right in what you said. I think one of the leaks was that it basically is an alternate route. So, like, a different route, as if, like, all the characters work together, etc. So that's right. I don't know how I felt about Strikers. Honestly, I platinumed it, and the platinum was really painful, so that's probably why I have so much distaste in it. But I hope they do something similar to Strikers, where it's still got parts of, like, a Fire Emblem aspect to it. You know what I mean? Like, something different on the side.
The first Fire Emblem Warriors did, like, they had the adventure mode where you could actually, like, play, like, kind of like Fire Emblem, where, like, you'd move your units around and then you'd actually, like, do the fight. And of course, Fire Emblem Warriors let you like, instruct your units on where to go and have them, like, do fights. And for some reason, they never brought that quality of life feature to any other Muso game in the Nintendo series. I don't know if any of the other Muso games, like Samurai Warriors, let you, like, instruct people, go places and kill things. But yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors did have some unique aspects, and they had the weapon triangle as well. So they definitely, Fire Emblem Warriors, the first game, was a great merriment of Fire Emblem and Muso. It's just my biggest problem with it was the roster was very bad. They had on the cartridge DLC, and they did not include fan favorite characters like Ike, Roy. They had Lynn, but like that game had a lot wrong with it, but still.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that this is like a straight up Three Houses game. Like, I thought it was just gonna be another Fire Emblem Warriors game, because the franchise has enough characters to just throw in for another Warrior style game. But I guess they think, well, I suppose it is, Three Houses is that popular, and they can see a return on investment by dedicating a complete Warriors game to it. But yeah, I'm not interested in Warriors games. I'm not gonna play this one.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same. I don't see the reason. But then again, it's just selling. It's just basically going to just sell a name, because a lot of these games like this, in the sense like Muso games, they usually sell because people like the source material that it's based on.
That's true, yeah.
The Zelda one sell because people like Zelda. The
One Piece ones.
Yeah, the One Piece sells because of One Piece.
Exactly. I got into Muso because I played Hyrule Warriors at a kiosk at one point. Yep.
That's how they get you.
Pretty much, I got your game.
And then there's two sides of that coin. There's people like me who are like, okay, this gameplay is really fun, this is really addictive, I really like where this is going. And there's people like Q that are like, I'm just gonna keep mashing triangle and scream at the game when it's not working, and then be done with the whole series.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then there's people like me who play the mainline games, and they're fucking pissed off that the mainline games are booty butt cheek lettuce right now because they're too busy focusing on the spin-off games, trying to get new people instead of worrying about their core audience.
They're not trying to get new people. They're trying to get money.
No, trust me.
This is it.
Both nigga. Blake is literally one of those people I was talking about. He wouldn't be playing Muso if it wasn't for the freaking Hyrule Warriors game, or maybe he would have gotten into it later. But the point is, he got in via there.
Before Hyrule Warriors, I didn't even know what Dynasty Warriors was.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. This is definitely to like pull in new people.
And I mean, afterwards though, I'd say it worked because I went on to play Warriors of Virtue 4, Warriors All Stars, Samurai Warriors.
Yeah, and I think that is the like end game when they go out and make these spin-offs. I wouldn't be surprised if they did see some sort of significant jump in the overall Muso fan base, regardless if you played the spin-offs or the mainline, because of the amount of spin-offs they've been making since Dynasty Warriors Gundam, you know? I just think, especially what Blake's talking about in regards to the previous Fire Emblem game, which he says they had a decent amount of clones. I'm surprised that Nintendo or whoever is really like in charge of, you know, the Fire Emblem IP would let Omega Force kind of not really give it their all in regards to that game, because usually when it comes to the spin-offs, they usually from a quality standpoint, it's good to go, you know. So if they do that again when it comes to this next Fire Emblem Wars, I will be very surprised that they got away with it twice, and maybe they are slowly but surely slipping off of the quality when it comes to these Muso spin-offs, because it seems like from the people here on this podcast right now, y'all didn't really seem that heavily positive when it came to Strikers, even though I like Strikers a lot, but doesn't seem like you guys like Persona 5 Strikers that much.
I thought it was good. Surprisingly, like, you know, it was both a Warriors game and a Persona game, so it did a lot of things different than I've seen from other Warriors games. But I'm not exactly crazy about it. You know, I prefer like the 1 versus like 100 style, and half the time it felt like they intentionally capped the amount of units Joker was fighting, or like the Vandals were fighting. And Futaba straight up says too many enemies leave. Do you understand the concept of this game, Futaba? Go take a shower.
Here's the thing though, right? Shadow, how many copies of this game did you buy?
Oh no, just one. Nah, I wasn't going.
Exactly. That's how you know. That's how you know Shadow likes a Persona game. If he likes it, he's got like 10 copies or something, right? My guy has 1 copy of this game. He didn't like it. It's a plain fact. If he liked it, he'd have more than 1. You know. So that's it.
My point is, I've been saying this for a little minute, and I definitely like want to double down on what Omega Force and Koei Tecmo need to be doing in regards to Muso moving forward. I think Omega Force, if I were up to them, I would tell Omega Force just focus on making sure that these spin-off games are as good as they possibly can to pull in people like Blake, you know, into the Muso overall fan base via that. And in regards to mainline, just give it to Team Ninja. Right now, they got Team Ninja over there working on Stranger of Paradise, and from a gameplay standpoint, it's looking pretty good. I know a lot of people aren't sold on the on like, you know, the main character and all of the random cringe moments that it has, but people are interested in the Final Fantasy 1 lore and whatnot. But the point is, they're doing a good job over there gameplay wise with Team Ninja. They need to bring them back home, make them work on the mainline, and everything will be good. Make Team Ninja work on mainline, make Omega Force work on the spinoffs.
So really quick, Riku, just going back to what you're talking about, like Omega Force and Fire Emblem Warriors. So I don't think it's their fault. Okay. So let me give you guys my theory here on why we had clone characters in Fire Emblem Warriors 1 and why we will have clone characters in this game. These characters, so let's say in Zelda, all these characters are distinct. They all have unique weapons. They all do different things. You can't make a Zora play like an archer, or you can't make like a Goron. But so in Fire Emblem, you have character classes. In Fire Emblem Warriors, all the Wyvern Knights play the same. All the Pegasus Knights played the same. I don't know if that, because it's hard to say, because I don't know if that was like up to Koei Tecmo doing that, or if they really had nothing else to pull off of. Because in Fire Emblem, they really, like, these character classes, they are made in their class. Like, all the lords have like unique kind of like styles to them, and like everyone kind of like I guess holds a weapon differently, has like their own like style. But if you have like in Three Houses especially is bad for this. You can make anyone into any class. If you have all your characters as sword masters, they will all have the exact same animations. So I think with other games, because for example, Riku, Gundam Dynasty Warriors, you have so many mobile suits in that game that they're not a single one plays the same as any other one, because you've in the anime they have like tons of source material to pull from. I think in Fire Emblem with this case, it's because these characters outside of like when they commit to a class, their animations go into a certain box, and you don't really see them do anything outside of that box when they're in that class. So I think I think for most third-party Muso games, they make the characters and then they make the movesets. I think for Fire Emblem Warriors, they saw the classes, they made a moveset for every class, and then they just filled in character models.
The only problem with that theory is Samurai Warriors 5 also has clone characters, and there's no reason for that.
Wait, it does?
Yeah, Samurai Wars. Well, I mean, Samurai Wars 5 has clone characters. Dynasty Wars 9 has clone characters.
Oh, so this is a modern.
Yeah, this is just a lazy thing.
Did Pirate Warriors 4 have clone characters?
I don't recall. I don't think any of the. I don't think any of the Pirate Warrior games have clone characters. But that is why I said what I said earlier, Blake, in regards to are they now slowly but surely getting lazy when it comes to the Muso spinoffs? Because I've been following Omega Force since goddamn 2003 or some shit, and I know their patterns. Like they start off strong, and then as their installments get deeper inside there, they start doing some goofy shit. And here are the clones. They just start backpedaling and whatnot, and it's just I've seen it.
Okay, see, I didn't know that 9 and Samurai Warriors 5 had clone characters. Okay, so now okay, I do believe that now, because I thought Fire Emblem Warriors was the first one to do that.
Yeah, Dynasty Wars 6 in 2000. No, actually no. If you want to be really real, clone characters have been here since Dynasty Warriors 2. In some way, shape, or form, clone characters has been here since Dynasty Warriors 2, and they only recently got rid of clones. In, I think the earliest game to not have any clones was Samurai Warriors 1, Samurai Warriors 2, and Dynasty Warriors 8. But 9 brought clones back, and Samurai Warriors 5 has clones back. So like I said, they start to do good shit, and I'm like, no clones. And then next entry, well, clones are back. Why? Why do you just remove all of the unique movesets that you had and just fucking started cloning everything? What the fuck? So,
oh man.
I fear for Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes in regards to clones, because that shit is not fun. That annihilated my enjoyment of Samurai Warriors 5. That's like
I think clone characters definitely increase like the repetition feel with a Muso game, because people already think they're repetitive, and if you have characters all playing the same,
yeah.
Listen, man, here's my issue with the first Fire Emblem Warriors, and it's going to be my issue. Probably even worse with this. Is that I want a celebration of Fire Emblem from these games.
Yep.
But the first game just had Awakening Fates and a couple
Shadow Dragon.
A couple OG characters. And now this is just going to be drawing from 3 houses when you have 13 other games to draw from. You're just limiting yourself.
That's weird.
Definitely. I'm not. I want to blame it on the fact that this is a spin-off, and obviously if they probably owned Fire Emblem, they probably would give it its Warriors Orochi equivalent, which that definitely sounds like what they need to do and what you guys want. But it feels like, since this is just a spin-off game that they're doing for Nintendo, we'll just do this little thing, get it out the door, make the quick money, and just move on with our lives. That's what it feels like when you see the writing on the walls in regards to what you guys are saying.
What they did with Hyrule Warriors. That's all I want for Fire Emblem Warriors. We got 3 DLC packs for Fire Emblem. I remember Bao and I were talking, like, okay, I wonder what kind of series they're going to bring in. They had 3 DLC packs. They had an Awakening pack, a Fates pack, and a Shadow Dragon pack. Why? Okay, if you're cooking, all right, and you've used pepper, garlic, and salt. Okay, cool. Are you gonna add more pepper, salt, and garlic? No. Add different seasonings.
What if people just like the salt and pepper and the garlic, and they want more of salt, pepper?
That was the issue. Like, Awakening was so popular, and then Fates after that, and then Shadow Dragon was just the first, so that's what they picked, and it was a bad decision.
I think more diversity. Oh, maybe that's another reason for clone character. Like, if they had taken a wider range. Like for example, Ike and Marth don't play the same. Like Ike is a much more like he's a more like a brute guy. He swings a two-handed sword with one hand. Like if they would have had way more source material to take from if they didn't limit themselves.
Listen, all I know is Warriors is a mediocre genre, and yeah, I'm gonna skip this one.
I would say Shadow, and for a response to that, I would say for the most part you are right. I would say a quarter of the time when they are doing, the good ones like Warriors Orochi 4, Dynasty Warriors 8, the good ones, I will push back on that, but a majority of them definitely fall in line with what you're saying, and as a fucking goddamn Muso veteran, I can't sit here and disagree with that statement.
Okay,
I mean,
all right.
Like
Also, one last personal thing. All these
one
new
last thing. We gotta
designs
move on.
all these new designs suck in my opinion compared to their old stuff.
Lord?
They all look worse.
Edelgard looks better.
She looks like a child, Blake.
And that's why we like
What?
What?
Huh?
The cell shading.
What?
The cell shading.
What? Excuse?
What?
The cell shading on it at least looked decent.
All right. With that said, let's move on from Fire Emblem Warriors. So let's do just a quick thing. I'm sure there were more games at the direct. If you guys want to go over some other games that you guys saw real quick.
Live Alive.
Yeah,
Live
Live
Alive.
has voice
Live
acting,
Alive.
baby.
Okay, so what's going on with this game? Like, it's different like play styles, or is it just one play style, or is it different ones? Like, I'm trying to figure it
It's
out.
Octopath before Octopath.
Really,
Live Alive right now?
It's my Saga games, essentially.
The saga.
Yeah,
games.
it is definitely the Saga games where but technically both Blake and Blake and Bao, technically they are both right in regards to, this is the original Octopath, but this is also in the realms of the Saga games where you have different characters with different stories doing their different paths that all are implied to come together in the end, type of thing.
How? One is going from like the Stone Age, and the other one is
Exactly.
like in the future.
Well,
How are they tying together?
You played
That's the
Chrono
part that's-
Trigger. Use your imagination.
Okay,
See,
fair
that's the
enough.
thing is we never got it, Wes. This is the first translation, so it's going to be interesting because this was a really like highly coveted, talked about great JRPG from like the Japanese fans. So it'll be interesting to see what we think of it in West for like. I mean, I'm sure there's a fan translation out there, but I've never played it or seen it.
There is indeed.
Especially since this is by the guy who, the main guy behind Chrono Trigger. So in regards to like time travel and all of that shit, you would assume that this guy knows what he's doing. This came out in Japan when this came out. It came out 1 year before Chrono Trigger was a thing. So
Wow.
yeah, it's which brings us back to our previous statement about Chrono Trigger needs to get a kind of HD 2D if the game made by the Chrono Trigger guy 1 year before Chrono Trigger is getting one. But yeah, we're gonna have to play the game Shadow and see how all of these stories and timelines merge together. See if it was done well, if it still holds up from when did Chrono Trigger come out? 1996 or 1995? Whatever fucking year Chrono Trigger came out, then this will be a year before that, 1994, I think, or whatever, or maybe 1995, because I know whatever. Point is, Live Alive looks pretty good. Can't wait to play it. Did they give us a date? Was it? Does it say
It's July. It's July. But here's the thing.
It's
though,
my
right?
birthday, actually, July 22nd.
Here's the question though. Do you think it's with the price though? $50, about $50 US. Do
Yes.
you think that's with the price? It's 50. Yeah,
Wait,
it's
whoa.
50 it's $50 US for this.
$49.99?
$49.99. Yeah.
I mean,
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
a
thinking
remake.
like this.
it's
From
a
the ground up.
it is a remake.
I understand that, but
I mean, we played that
For
for
a
Octopath,
bit-
right?
I mean, 29.
no, y'all paid that for Octopath. I didn't pay that shit.
I
got that game.
$60 game.
Shout out to Nightmare Alpha. He sent me that game free on Steam, and I still haven't played that shit yet. But 50, holy shit! $50,
I know, right?
Man.
Yeah, it's
Now
pretty
I'm
pricey.
wondering how much content does this game have? Like, do you guys think this game has as much content as Octopath?
I don't think so.
It's shorter than Octopath.
It's short, yeah.
Yeah. So a short game for $50. That's Square Enix tax right there. That's
Oh,
crazy.
But Q, you say
God.
that I hear $50 and I think that's 70 Canadian, and I'm like, fuck.
That's
You know,
crazy.
you know the thing is, right?
And then Live
Exactly.
Live is not coming on anything but Switch, right?
It's yeah. I think it's. Is it?
That's a good
I
question.
remember I was
Let
looking.
me-
I remember
let
I
me
was looking
check.
it up. I was like, "Is this coming to PlayStation or anything else?"
It
I
might
don't
be Switch
recall
for
it.
now, but it's Square
I
Enix,
think-
so it's gonna be like within a year. It's
Yeah, you-
gonna appear something else somewhere else.
Yeah, probably Steam, like Octopath, but Octopath still ain't on PlayStation. So, like, the only other place I can see this game going to after Switch
Is
is
Steam.
Steam.
Yeah, but
So, like,
I don't think it's a good price. I think at that
Ooh.
price point, it's.
yeah,
I think it's gonna scare
I
some
would-
people because the
I
thing
would
is
I would
that
have at least made it like
29. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the highest I would do.
Sounds like a good. No, absolute highest I would probably say $34.99, but around there would have been sounds more reasonable.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Ace said in the chat it's like 19 to 23 hours.
yeah.
Yeah, see?
You're gonna be done with that in no time flat. Like, it's
Interesting.
not that again price wise. It's just not like I can't see myself like honestly. I'm interested in it, but I can't see myself spending that much on it at this point in time. I think I'll probably pick this up on sale or something. Later down the line. I'm just not gonna buy it. This is not day one for me. Like, it is not. There are other games that I would much rather spend full price on, and this is not it. But I am interested. I could see myself playing this, just not at that price point. So it's a wait for me. I'm not paying that price for day one. Bao can get it on his birthday, but I'm
Well,
good.
he's not gonna pay for it. It's gonna be a birthday gift, so he's good.
Yeah.
No, I am already gonna be playing this day one.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Add to my
Alright.
wish list. Save till it's cheap. Perfect.
All right. What other games at this direct that you guys want to talk about, real quick?
Mario Strikers looks great. Day
Woo! Say no more football. Yes, buddy. Say no more.
Oh man.
A good old quality football game, and the only problem I have with Strikers, when I saw that trailer, I had a problem, right? We didn't see Daisy not once in this trailer, but what's her name, Rosalina?
Yes,
That
sir.
bitch is in the trailer,
best
man.
Nintendo
Whoa, whoa,
girl
whoa,
is
whoa,
here.
whoa, whoa, whoa!
What
Don't
the
be
fuck
talking
is
about what's wrong with Rosalina. She like the
Rosalina's
best.
the best girl. She is the best. And Q
Daisy,
cannot be trusted.
Daisy
Bruh.
is OG.
Daisy?
Have you seen
Daisy?
Daisy? Here's what you do.
Do you like Starbucks girls?
You Google.
Hold
you
up,
Google
let me
Daisy
see.
from the original.
Yo,
you
Daisy,
Google
come
Daisy
on,
from the
bro.
original.
Over
Google Daisy
Rosalina.
from the-
Are you serious?
Google Daisy from the original Strikers. My girl walking around with some
Nah.
puncher, some quality cheeks.
I do,
The duper
I
on
do,
her.
I,
Ooh.
I do think I know what he's talking about. I think I've seen a few screenshots here and there.
Nah, Rosalina's
From the
like 10
original.
times better. Let's
Nah.
not.
See, yeah,
let's
see,
not do
the
this.
original
D-
Daisy was fine, but Daisy
you're
right
gonna-
now is a washed
you
up
might-
white mom.
You might have to post some pictures.
I'm
for
I'm
them.
pulling. I'm already pulling the pictures, man. I'm already doing this.
Lord have
man out
mercy.
here slandering Daisy. She's top tier quality.
You're insane.
All right. When you know what, right? Here's the thing, right? I'm sure pretty much everyone here has a copy of what do you call it? Mario Kart. I'm gonna pick Daisy and kick everyone's ass. Bring it.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know
Sadly,
Mario Kart,
he's
huh?
correct. I do have a copy of Mario Kart here. I don't even
Let
know
it be known that I do not have a copy of Mario Kart.
I
I'm
do
about to
not
say
either.
it's about to be a Mario Kart
I-
night.
Abby, I will send you my copy of Mario Kart because I ain't never playing this shit. And it's
And I'll send you the coin that I owe you from Trails of Cold Sea.
Let's go!
Mm.
I need that hero coin in my life.
Oh, Bao got it at the exact same time as me. Look at
Nah.
that. Oh, the
Nah.
cheeks on her. The
Nah.
duper.
You guys are-
Yeah, see, that artist went in.
Let me just
Did they
let me
bring
get
this
some.
artist back?
They need to. Let me
I know
show
they brought
you.
the I know they brought the shading, the heavy black shading design back to Strikers, which I like that very distinct lining that they do.
That is
Back-
what
back
I'm
to what you
talking
feel.
about. Look at her in-game character. Her
Yeah,
in-game
insane.
character, she has them cheeks, man.
Yeah,
Look at them. Y'all don't know, man. Rosalina don't got that. She don't got cheeks.
Oh
she
my
don't got
god.
cheeks.
Q is Cap. We know it's Cap. Let's just let's go on from there.
They didn't show off in the trailer, man. I was upset.
I mean, they didn't show up Waluigi either, but he's there.
Is he?
Also, we
Yeah,
got
no, there was a thingy. Hold on.
yeah. Also, we got what Mother 1 and 2, I believe, is coming.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
what about Mother 3?
Never
Man,
coming, 'cause it's
people-
on the
people
GBA,
really
and
thought-
there's a fan translation out there for like 13 years that you can just play.
Damn.
Yeah, but you could have said the same thing for Live Alive.
Mm.
This is a remake, though. Not
But
a
one,
port.
but one is in more demand than the other.
No, but I'm talking about in regards to there was a way for you to play a fan translated version of it online.
Well, the difference is people have been screaming for a multi-localization when they don't need one. People didn't care if Live Live got a port before this happened.
No, I understand that because barely anyone fucking knew what Live Alive was even in the first place. But I think in regards to Mother 3, I think since people beat off Earthbound so much, they're just like, Mother 3, please! I'll sacrifice my firstborn!
My theory is that people that want to play Mother 3 have played it, and those screaming for a localization will never even touch it when it happens.
Here's the thing, though, right?
I can see both.
How do you pronounce the word? Is it Live Alive or Live Alive? Because I've been struggling.
Within the trailer, they say Live Alive, but
Really?
I think this is one of those things where it's like when you first heard Trails of Cold Steel, you're like, let's be real, Trials of Cold Steel sound.
I didn't say that.
but it is Trails of Cold Steel. I thought that Live Alive sound and made more sense. It sounded cooler and it made more sense, but it is in regards to what the dude said in the trailer when they announced it. It's Live Alive. So I'm just going off of what the dude said in the trailer. So unless he's wrong, which I doubt Nintendo would have him and come out and look like a fucking idiot and say it wrong. But
Yo, we got a super chat real quick from that boy Ace Breaker saying the content Mother 3 is a bit too much for modern audiences. And now that comes back to my theory, Ace. I think the only way we're gonna get an official version of Mother 3 in the West is if they actually do like either a remake or a remake trilogy of the whole franchise.
So wait, I never had a chance to play Mother 3. What's in there? Like what's so bad?
It has a lot of mature themes in it.
Like when you say mature themes,
And
what do you mean?
suggestive things like Luke is being touched by an adult, stuff like that.
So I need an adult? Okay, got it.
So that's well, I guess in a sense,
Basically,
it's, not like,
it's a Nintendo game with very un-Nintendo themes.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
okay.
But unlike Bayonetta, where like they technically own her, people don't really say Bayonetta is synonymous with Nintendo.
Okay.
I think.
I mean, I said Pelvic was your fish. You could tell us.
She was one of those people typing in caps when that Nintendo Direct. I swear to God, if Mother 3. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, here's my thing. Pelvic has played Murder 3 already.
Exactly. No, but here's the thing, though. I think there is a nice handful of people that if Mother 3 did come out, they'll buy it for the culture, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a few people who'll be like, all right, I heard so much about this damn Mother 3, let me play it, and then they'll probably buy it off of that.
What you need to do is take yourself to Etsy, buy for $20 for the culture. There you go.
Also, I think a lot of people.
I think they just need to do it at this point so people can shut the fuck up.
I think a lot of people could maybe also be interested in it because Undertale's blown up, and Toby Fox was inspired by Earthbound to make Undertale. So you could literally appeal. A lot of people, unironically on Twitter, were like, "Wow, I can't believe Nintendo ripped off Undertale." Yeah, I think a lot of people, at least a lot of like modern like fans, they might actually have an interest in it, if only because they like Undertale so much.
Just plebs, man. Just plebs.
Yeah, especially if people, you know, in regards to like talking online, they're talking about this is the game that inspired the creation of Undertale. Play it. Then all the Undertale motherfuckers are gonna come rush into it. So that would be a good way to advertise it if it did ever come over.
We're gonna have 8 Map Pat videos a week.
All right. What other games we got that we want to talk about? I think Kirby is not getting as much love as
let's keep it to JRPG. Front mission.
Oh man, the disrespect.
Front mission, baby. We can save Kirby for last. My boy, he out here eating all types of
Kirby's
things.
about to be like the first game Riku plays on his Switch in the last 2 years.
Let's go. And then it'll be I'm actually playing 2 Switch games this year. Remember? Well, 3 actually. Kirby, Xenoblade 2, and Xenoblade 3. So
after you have time on Switch.
Well, let's calm down. All I know is my Switch this year will be getting more attention than it has ever gotten since it's been in this household.
Right, of course, you're playing Monster Hunter Rise with me because I finished Cold Steel 4 on Nightmare. That's right.
Oh wow! You know what? When you guys do that, let me know. I've got Rise ready and waiting. You know, I mean, just let me know.
You heard him, Riku.
Absolute
Back-
disrespect.
Back to front mission.
So front mission. Yeah, so front mission. Let's get back to
Front
that.
mission. So, like we said earlier, Front Mission was a game that already had an HD remake and / or remaster on the Nintendo DS, which cool. I remember when I was going back and trying to grab classic JRPGs to play. Front Mission was one that I grabbed all of the ones that I could get my hands on, and now that this is coming out, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm gonna delete this version of Front Mission that I have, because this one coming out is looking pretty nice. And then they also say at the end of this trailer that coming soon is coming shortly after, correct? So that's good. That's good. Did they say is this only on Switch when it's coming?
Shadow, you gotta mute the trailer.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay.
Yeah. Did they? I can't remember if they said this is only coming to Switch.
Well, see, the thing is, Riku, is that in Nintendo Directs, they never tell you if it's coming to other consoles. You gotta wait till a trailer goes up after the Direct, and then it'll say coming to everything.
Yeah. I know. I understand that. I'm just trying to figure out if they did
was
do that
Front
for this
Mission
game.
originally like a Nintendo exclusive IP?
Yeah, as far as I know, the first Front Mission came out on SNES, and then the franchise transitioned over to PlayStation, if I so recall.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo either bought the exclusivity or Square didn't seem like they wanted to release it anywhere else.
So there's a big demand out there for Front Mission, because I know Mecha wasn't exactly, alive and well.
I
but-
think that's the thing. Nobody saw this coming. I don't think anybody was asking for this, especially since they already remade it once.
Right, people
I
wanted
just feel
Armored
like-
Core. Front Mission was
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
I
Armored
remember I was looking back on a lot of people's reactions to this Nintendo Direct, and as soon as they saw that, I think the only person that called it was the dude in Trip. Trip was the only person that called it.
Yeah,
Right?
Trip.
Trip was the only person that called it. Everyone else I saw that was reacting to it, they're like, "Oh my god, is this Armored Core on Nintendo? Let's go!" Like, what the hell is that?
I might have had that exact reaction. But,
Yeah, see, majority of people thought this was Armored Core when they first saw it.
Jesus.
But
now
I'll be there.
Now here's my
Go ahead.
question, because I'm a Mecha fan. I love mechs. I would play this game for the mechs. I see so many people in the chat loving this, and I know none of these fuckers are Mecha fans. What is it about this game that makes people interested in it?
Hey,
I
man,
think
it's
it's
tactical.
more
For me, it's tactical.
Yeah,
It's
more so. Yeah, in regard
You
when
won't
talk,
play SRW, Shadow.
Lord,
I don't know. The fan base got me turned off with that game, but yeah, go ahead.
Jesus Christ. The shots back and forth. Let's
Excuses.
keep it the front mission, baby boy.
Excuses.
No, yeah. When you hear, if you're ever a part of a conversation where people are talking about some of the best tactical RPGs that you should play, obviously you're going to hear Final Fantasy Tactics. You're going to hear Disgaea. You're going to hear your Valkyria Chronicles, right? Front Mission is one of those that is usually brought up in the conversation in regards to the retro ones, not the modern ones, but it's good. It's good they're bringing back one of the some people consider the pillars of the tactical RPG.
Oh, it's
genre.
because it's like a tactical game that people are interested in it.
Yeah. They could care fucking less for the the mech aspect to it. It's like Gurren Lagann. People are like, yeah, I'm here, Gurren Lagann. I fucking hate mechs, but Gurren Lagann, that's an exception. They'll say the same thing for Front Mission. I fucking hate mechs in my video games, but Front Mission, that's an exception.
So I don't think it's for the hate of mechs really. Like I don't think genuinely I don't think people out there just hating mechs. I think it's just because of the fact that obviously people are interested because it's a tactical RPG. So the tactics are the thing. But I don't think people out there just like, well, I hate mechs and just because it's got tactics I like it. It's just, no, I like tactics. I like this.
So two things really quick. We got a super chat from Ace saying, Shadow, I don't want to play SW because mechs. Also Shadow, Front Mission Remake, let's go day one.
That's crazy.
And number two, you know what else was shown in this direct? It's also a tactical RPG. Advance Wars, baby. Where are we at in Advance Wars? Let's go.
Moving on.
Listen. Like I said, Ace, the fan base for SRW, they may or may not be in this very podcast right now. They ruined my time to play that game. So I can't help it. It's not my fault. It's the fan base, man. You guys already know.
In case you guys didn't know, Bao, I gifted him a copy of Advance Wars, and he's streaming it day one, baby.
Really?
It's that time.
No, I'm not.
He is, bro. Don't worry. Next stream, bro, I'm gonna throw him $60 on stream, bro. I'm gonna donate. He's gonna play the game. Don't worry. We're gonna get a whole Let's Play of Bowser
Going
character
straight to Live.
playing Advance Wars. I'll send you a digital code then.
Lord.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know, you're gonna see that digital code on what is it? G2A? Yeah, very nice.
So wait, what was the release date for this one now?
This is also July.
Jesus Christ!
Or no, they said
what's funny about all of these games coming out in December. Shout out to your boy Blandrew. Shout out to your boy Blandrew, who's been bouncing up and down on Twitter for the past couple of months. He has this saying called the everlasting summer of gaming, known as the Nintendo Switch. And everybody was laughing at him up to this fucking Nintendo Direct, where everything is coming out except for like Xenoblade, but damn near everything they announce is coming out in the everlasting summer that he has been alluding to.
I bet how you got his voice right.
Dude, bro, yeah, his uncle must work at Nintendo. That's crazy. I'm gonna go get more pizza.
What?
So okay, so that's Front Mission. Any other games? We're gonna wrap this direct up.
Well, I mean, like Blake said, Advance Wars. I had that. That was another game I had on my GBA emulator that I was going to play, but now that the remake is coming out, deleted that as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be there day one playing it because this Everlasting Summer is looking rather fucking robust. I do know that in regards to games I want to play on my Switch, I will definitely be playing that. I'm just not sure if it'll be this year.
Okay,
but I'll play it.
I noticed in the chat they said MLB the Show game. Isn't that made? Isn't that made by PlayStation?
It is. It is a PlayStation. Well, basically, PlayStation owns the exclusive rights to the MLB. Like creating like realistic games in MLB.
Yeah.
And so, but the thing is, PlayStation has already dropped that game on Xbox. Like, was it this year?
Oh yeah, that's right. It was on Game Pass, wasn't it?
It was, and so now they're bringing it to the Switch because before it used to be 2K and PlayStation making MLB games, and then PlayStation got full exclusivity. 2K left the license and started focusing on whatever, basketball.
Yeah, they've been NBA 2K,
and so
NBA Live.
Yeah, since then it's been PlayStation, and I have to say, shout out to PlayStation and Sony and the whole thing about that they're bringing more and more of their games, away from this whole exclusive nonsense, and they're realizing that look, there's more money if we put our games on other platforms. Because then let people play what they want to play. So, give us a couple of years and stuff. We're gonna have God of War on the Switch, man. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna enjoy that.
Okay, first of all, I don't know about God of War on the Switch, right?
It's happening.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. In regards to this version of the Nintendo Switch, I'll be surprised. I'm very interested to know what the sales are going to be like for this MLB The Show game coming to the Nintendo Switch, which we can probably put our money on it.
I'm buying a copy.
First of all, you're a weirdo. Second of all, we know from a performance and graphical standpoint, that this is probably going to be the most inferior version of the game.
Oh, absolutely. So we already know that.
So it's like in the inferior version of the game coming late. I'm interested to know what the sales for this game is going to look like, and if it is not good, will that be some sort of indicator for the future?
Why are you saying it is coming late though? Why
because MLB is already out on PlayStation and Xbox.
No. The new version comes out every year.
This
is going to be MLB The Show.
This is the new one.
This is the new one. It's going to come out on Xbox. It's going to come on PlayStation, and it's going to be on PC. And it's going to be on Switch.
I thought this was the one that came out on Xbox Game Pass.
No, son. No, it's 21. The one on Game Pass is 21. Right? I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah, we're talking about. Yeah, exactly. That's probably why I'm not.
Let me tell you guys,
I can tell.
Huge MLB
Whoa, Blake, I wasn't done talking, motherfucker. Okay, I stand corrected. I do apologize for that incorrect statement. I thought this was the old one. You can tell how much I care about fucking
the old
baseball.
One.
Yeah, calm down.
Yeah, the old one that came out on Game Pass.
Ain't that made by your precious Sony Studios?
We accept your apology.
Blake, let's get caught up. You're a little bit late. How about just sit down, eat your little pineapple pizza, and be quiet.
Good pizza.
Okay? Yeah, we can tell. All right. So my point still stands in regards to the performance and version of this game. Right. It still stands, regardless if it's coming late or not. Like even if it's coming day one, That's not really that much better because it's like, okay, other than playing it on the go, what really do you have to offer for this Nintendo
It's
Switch
cross
version?
progression.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right, Riku? Do you got a Vita?
Cross
Right?
progression.
Because
Here's the thing about cross progression, Blake. That implies that you're going to buy the game more than once. Who the hell is gonna other than this weirdo here? Who is gonna buy MLB The Show twice?
Here's the thing: you don't buy it twice. You get a free copy on Game Pass
Game
because you already
Pass.
got Game Pass, right? And then you
buy the one copy to show
On
your
Switch.
support.
Exactly.
Is it free on Game Pass though? You're paying for Game Pass.
Yeah, but you're paying that anyway. You're already paying for Game Pass every month.
Sure.
It's already there.
Sure.
You know. So
Okay.
Sure. Relax, people.
I guess.
Y'all go crazy.
You know what's crazy?
It's a
crazy
baseball game,
how
right?
Xbox
I know, right?
service has a first party PlayStation game on it, but PlayStation service PlayStation now doesn't have a first party MLB game. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We'll see what Spartacus does whenever the hell that
Spartacus?
comes out. Yes, Spartacus, baby boy. What you know about it? Nothing, because none of us know anything about it.
Who the hell is?
We will eventually.
How is MLB isn't forcing Sony to bring this to anything? That's not how platform. That's not how licensing works. You pay for a license to then do it whatever you want with the license. That's just how it is. The only thing you can't do is you can't make the license look bad or disrespect them or something like that. But they can't tell a platform holder like you got to make this game specifically on the platform.
Let's shout out the super chat first, and then we'll address.
Well, I was responding to it. It's wrong.
You're over here attacking the super chat.
Exactly. Disrespect, man.
That's not disrespect.
Also,
he's just giving us money.
If I can give my thoughts on MLB The Show coming to Switch. So
wait, let me just say this first. We get super chat from Kjo92. MLB forced Sony to bring it to other platforms. I just want to make sure we address
which is wrong. Yeah, exactly. Correct. Go on.
So
I don't think.
I was saying,
I think that's right.
If y'all know me, y'all didn't know this side of me. Baseball is my favorite sport. All right.
Really?
Yeah, buddy.
Let me tell you how when MLB came to Switch, I was like, "Oh, this is some bullshit. Where is Backyard Baseball?"
Testify, buddy. Oh yes, Backyard Baseball was the shit.
Oh my god! All right. This is a JRPG podcast. This ain't no baseball podcast. We moving on.
Here's the thing about Backyard Baseball. I would actually be more interested in playing a Backyard Baseball remake than an MLB show.
Hey, Riku, did you play Backyard Baseball, Backyard Football?
I played all of them, man. I played them.
Did you play it? Did you play any of those games? Or were they GameCube exclusive? Were they on PS2?
I played them. Right. They weren't on Game Boy Advance back in the day, weren't they?
All I'm saying is that I would much rather play that because I was always someone who was more interested in the extreme type of sports games like the NBA Streets and whatnot.
WWE Battlegrounds.
Oh my goodness. All right. Let's get away from this baseball stuff. Y'all killing me with this. I love baseball,
I'm surprised you guys even talked about MLB when I was
all right, so we're gonna have to end the Nintendo Direct portion of this. If we got time during the end, we'll talk about the rest of the games. But let's move on to the outside real quick. Outside the Direct, real quick, we can go over this. Disgaea 6. Complete got announced.
Now, I said that. Remember, I said that Disgaea 6. I mean, you really didn't even have to make a far reach prediction that a Disgaea 6 complete would exist eventually. But I was hoping that when this Disgaea 6 complete version did come out, that they would probably bring back the hand-drawn sprites, but they haven't. So
no, they have not.
They have to remake the entire game to do that.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah, but we called this from a mile away. Everybody did. We knew that was going to come out. I didn't think it was going to be so fast. This is
really quick.
Yeah, it's like almost a straight up year. That's never happened before with the complete games when it comes to Disgaea. I'm a little bit pissed because I said when this game came out on Switch, we're getting this substandard, sub 720p crap, and I gotta be forced to play this stuff. And then there was also a PS4 version available in Japan. It did not come over here when it was localized. I, for the life of me, don't know why, but apparently it was definitely because of the complete version coming to PS4 or PS5 and Steam as well, PC. And I feel a little bit cheated. I definitely feel cheated.
You really should. You really should.
Here's the thing, though, right? My guy, I have to, at this point in time, I gotta kind of speak up for the game, you know, because my guy Shadow's out here complaining about the game as if he purchased his copy. If I remember correctly, Shadow, you got a review copy, bitch. Like, relax, guy, relax. It's okay.
Listen, my time.
I think
okay?
here's the thing.
My time was taken
here's
away.
the thing, Q. Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, one, his time was taken away, and two, are you even going to play complete when it comes out, Shadow?
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I was too.
As far as what they were
Shadow.
saying, in regards to the new content that's coming to Disgaea 6 Complete, a lot of people are saying that in comparison to the previous complete versions, the new content is lacking. Is that true?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is the most this is the most bare bones Disgaea when it comes to almost everything. Post game content, DLC. It's really like they were rushing to make this game. They didn't know what they were gonna do with it. This game probably barely got made, greenlit at the end of the day. But I'm glad it's still out here. I just hope with the next Disgaea game they go back to 2D sprites.
The next Disgaea game.
If there is.
So wait,
one.
question: this gameplay that you're showing, is this Disgaea 6 Complete or Disgaea 6 right now?
Just 6. Yeah, 6 on the Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, just the
I know
whole setup of the game I didn't gel well with. And
I know I will eventually go through the Disgaea games. So for someone like me who hasn't played the vanilla version, I was hoping that by the time I get to it, 6 Complete will be out, which that seems to be what will happen.
Yeah,
so someone like me will be good with this, but it does suck for you guys. I really don't think NIS should have done such a thing. It really does feel like a very scummy tactic that they pulled out there.
Do you think it was NIS like doing it out of scum, or do you think it was just like
yeah, that's a good question.
It could be a financial reason. It could be many reasons. You know,
I don't know, man. I really don't think that they're that financially
I'm talking about technical, like the technical capability, because we all know NAS have put out some doo-doo cakes. You know, like they put out some stuff that's just buggy. Even this guy 6 had its fair share of bugs. I mean, imagine optimizing that for multiple platforms at the same time. The likelihood they could even make more mistakes, because when you look at all the games that NIS tends to put out, for each platform they usually put it out one by one. They don't usually tend to put out all platforms at once, so it kind of made sense. They just probably focus on which one they thought it was going to sell.
I guess I'll give you that, since like even when you go to the Falcom games, they release it on PlayStation first.
Wait, no. If I can interject here really quick, I would just like to point out that as a Nintendo Switch fan, I basically I don't buy third-party games on Switch basically anymore because I don't really have the need to. But I just want to point out that it's funny how the way this has turned out. So they gave us the Switch version, and then we got PlayStation and PC. Most games, even like, let's say CyberConnect's most recent game, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Hinokami Chronicles, that came out on PlayStation and Xbox first, and now it's coming out on Switch in July. Kakarot also did the same thing. A lot of games, what typically devs will do is they will intentionally wait to release the Switch game, and then they'll release it like a year later to get people to either double dip or to reinvigorate the hype behind that. All of a sudden, Disgaea does it, and now everybody's mad because they did the Switch first and not PlayStation first.
Blake, I think it's. I know. Here's the thing, though, Blake. I think the difference between that is because everyone knew from jump that the PlayStation version, from a graphical and performance standpoint, was the superior version that they weren't getting.
Yep.
I think that is the most important thing to take away. From
also, your Disgaea has been built on the PlayStation. Your fan base is on PlayStation more than likely. So why would they get it on Switch as well? I don't know.
I think
and then on top of the fact that when it comes to the Disgaea 6 Complete, there will not be any Switch version coming out for it. So it's like, if you wanted to play Disgaea 6,
hold on,
yeah,
is that right?
As far as
there is no Switch version of this.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Disgaea. As far as I saw, Disgaea 6 Complete, there will be no Switch version of Disgaea 6 Complete. So it's like, if you are someone who owns a Switch, right, and you were interested in Disgaea 6 overall, right, and you saw that Disgaea 6 Complete was out, you're not going to be getting that version. You're going to have to play Disgaea 6 Vanilla. And if you want to play Disgaea 6 Complete, you're going to have to get the new PlayStation or Steam version. So
That
like,
sounds
just
scummy.
bring-
but
so-
but,
so
here's,
bring-
here's the thing though. What's so how much more are they adding in Disgaea 6 Complete? That,
I was about to
that
say,
if
yeah,
you've
how
already
much
Just
more
all
is
the
there?
DLC, just all the DLC that they got. And it's just
So,
characters.
Yeah,
Either-
but,
either-
that's the
either-
thing. But that's the thing. If you've already finished Disgaea 6, right, vanilla, right? You bought
Yeah.
vanilla Disgaea 6. You probably bought the DLC you wanted or whatever have you, and you finished it.
Yep.
What are the odds that you're going back to play it a second time on the Switch? The odds are not. You're probably gonna
No.
play it on something else.
But here's the thing. I already mentioned that when I asked
True.
Shadow, is he going to play Disgaea 6 Complete? And he said no. So
Hmm.
me asking him that question was basically confirming that anyone that has already played Disgaea 6 Vanilla isn't interested in Disgaea 6 Complete, right?
Mhm.
So
Not
that's why
everyone, that's Shadow.
I would assume majority of people who played Disgaea
Yeah,
6
I would say the
Vanilla right now,
majority. Yeah, whoever played it,
majority
I
of people who
highly
played
doubt they're
Disgaea
gonna-
6, they're unless you're like an extremely heavy
Yeah,
Disgaea fan, which
because-
Shadow is one of them, and he's
Yeah.
still not going to double dip.
You gotta
So,
understand that
me-
Disgaea is a heavy time sink game. There's no way somebody's gonna give up all their playtime on one platform to go to another
This has to
platform.
be.
There's no way.
Yeah, this would have to be like your
a lot.
number one favorite franchise of all time,
Mhm.
and for you to do some stuff like that, we would assume majority of people they're getting it once, right? So that's why I had to ask for someone who is a Switch person that hasn't played Disgaea 6 yet, and they see Disgaea 6 Complete coming out, and they're like, "Oh shit, I'll just get the 6 Complete version."
Mhm.
No, you're not. If you wanted to play it on Switch, you're still stuck with that vanilla version, regardless if the Complete version barely added additional stuff or not. You're getting an inferior version now in every single way, including content now. So it's like,
But again,
so
it's like
that brings me back to my original point. I personally think it's very scummy of the way NIS did go about, releasing Disgaea 6 overall.
I don't think so. I mean, no, I disagree. I don't
How
think that-
are you still not on?
I'm
Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
disagreeing because here's the thing. I don't see anyone who's already bought the game, right? Not counting us. We got our review copies and shit. We don't care, right? But count everyone else who actually went out and purchased their copy of Disgaea 6 when it first came out on the Switch. They bought a Switch copy. They played the game. They finished the game. Right? They
Yeah, but
probably
here's-
bought
here's-
DLC. These super fans bought DLC. They probably bought all the DLC, right? If the game is just coming with all the DLC, the complete edition is
I'm
coming
not,
with all the DLC.
but that's the thing, though. I'm
What's
not
the reason
talking
to buy
about
it?
those people. I'm not talking about those people. We know that when a game is out, new people
holding
are going
on?
to be playing.
Who's the new person? Who's the new person who's been holding off for this
You-
guy,
you-
right? And decided
bro,
to
are
pick it
you
up
really
complete.
are you really trying to tell me that now moving forward there will be no one on the Nintendo Switch that is interested in Disgaea?
Yeah, but they're not.
It's
they're
still
not
gonna,
out there
they're still
thinking-
gonna. Go
They're
ahead.
not out there thinking, right? I really care to get the complete edition. They're like, well, I'll just buy it on sale. I'll get a regular Disgaea on Switch on sale.
I don't know, man.
Ah,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. If it comes to any game, not even just Disgaea, if you
Yeah.
are interested in a game and you see that there's a super version out already, or a royal version or whatever the fuck,
Right.
there's a high chance you're gonna want that version over the vanilla version.
Correct.
So what
That's
I'm
correct.
saying is that we know that there's people out there that haven't played Disgaea 6 yet. They probably were playing something else on the everlasting summer of gaming on the Nintendo Switch. They got a shit ton of shit to play. So like, we're not going to sit here and pretend like there isn't someone out there on the Switch that hasn't played Disgaea 6 and had interest in it, right?
Mhm.
And if they wanted to play 6 Complete, they can't play it on their Switch. That's all I'm trying to say.
I get it. I get it. I just don't think it's as big a an issue. Like I don't see it as this big agreed. Like
It
I know
sounds,
it's
it
the
sounds like
devil.
you're saying
did
that this
commit
isn't
the
my
crime.
problem, therefore it's irrelevant.
No,
Or
I'm
it's
not saying that. I'm
significant.
saying like I understand where you're coming from. I just don't think it's the end all be all. Like NS with this big diabolical monster of like, oh my god, we must.
No, I just think it's a bad. I just thought it was a bad way of going about it, especially when it comes to Disgaea, bro. Disgaea is their.
It
their
is NS.
cover-
It is their
it
flagship thing. Yeah.
It is their cover franchise. Like
Their
their
logos are pretty.
mascot. Their mascot for their whole company is a goddamn Prinny.
Correct.
Right? So it's like I just feel like they should treat their franchise with a little bit more respect. That's all I'm saying. I keep that same energy with Dynasty Wars. Like you just heard me an hour or so ago talking about how Koei Tecmo and Omega Force don't treat mainline Dynasty Wars as much as they care for all of the spinoffs. So it's like I feel the same way here. That's all I'm saying.
So
This guy deserves better.
wow, really
okay,
quick,
okay.
if I can This pineapple pizza's in my throat. Oh, it's delicious.
Pause.
So if I can interject, so regarding this whole thing, so Disgaea 6 complete. It is Disgaea 6 with all the DLC.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is
that's
there
what I said.
any additional content outside of the DLC, like exclusive, like how Royal had like the second semester? Is there
Nope.
any meaningful big
This is-
content?
Nope.
to six?
Not that we
what,
know of.
This is what the email
So-
says from NS America. The email says, "Double down and get ready for some zany Netherworld action with this strategy RPG straight from the pros of Nipponichi blah 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 iteration. It includes all the characters and cosmetic DLC that follow the original release, and is the first Disgaea game on the PlayStation 5. So literally, it's just the
Yeah, it's
cosmetic and the
Disgaea, yeah.
character stuff.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
then basically, so what Riku was saying is that if there's a better version out there, now he says that like Switch fans might feel slighted by the fact they didn't get Disgaea 6 complete. If I'm not mistaken, Disgaea 6 and Disgaea 6 complete, the only difference is that one of them comes with the cosmetic DLC. The story is going to be the exact same.
Yeah.
For example, let's go back to like I was talking about how companies bring games to Switch over time. So, for example, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, it launched on PlayStation, Xbox originally. When it came to Switch, they had Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, like Force Awakens edition, or not. No, it's Star Wars. But it had all the DLC just for the same price that people bought base Kakarot at.
Yeah.
This business practice isn't anything new.
It
and I
happens all the
don't-
time. Capcom
don't
does it.
necessarily think that people are going to like flip out that much about like, okay, it's one thing like to you say that like the PlayStation can run this game at like 1080p 60 flawlessly. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say the Switch ran that game phenomenally. It did not. But I don't think that there's like any like, I don't know. I don't think there was a reason for them to bring over Disgaea 6 complete to Switch. Because you can literally just buy the game. I'm sure it's cheaper now on the Switch because it's been out
Probably.
longer.
I think it's just
And
like, yeah, it might be
Straight up,
cheaper,
what
but
we're talking about.
It might even like, for example, like and NS tends to do this a lot when they launch a new game or whatever have you, and it's leading up to a new launch. They tend to do a lot of sales. So the odds are they'll probably drop this on sale on the Switch, and then the Switch version may be cheaper, and then you pick it up for a reduced price, and then yeah, you're fine, you're good, you're gooder. But the thing is that again, I still don't see like the end all be all. It is something that okay, maybe some people might want to get this complete edition. Maybe didn't pick it up before and they were holding out, and eventually they see, oh, complete edition, this is the one I want, and yeah, sucks to be you. But essentially, I don't think that's a large set of people. I think that's like a minuscule, tiny amount, and most people who
I mean,
actually
we know the franchise is a niche franchise, so
It is.
I'm not going to disagree with you in regards to the amount of people that are probably sitting there, enraged over whatever NAS did pull on this. And Blake does have a point. Sure, all of the DLC is available on the eShop for you to get to. If you did buy all
All the
Disgaea
DLC.
in the future, and then you just went ahead and bought all the DLC, your version, other than performance issues, there is no difference between your version and
all of a sudden Blake has a point. I said that.
No. I'm trying to just like reiterate what both of you guys said to say my counterpoint.
Blake and Q had a point, but continue. Go on.
Yes. Q, sure. You're relevant. You're canon. I'm not leaving you out. Okay.
Jesus.
All I'm saying is that in regards to 6 complete, if it did come to the Switch, it's like we know that there's versions of games that they do release their like Blake said, there are super version of games that did add unique new things that aren't via DLC, but then there are also games that released a super version which DLC is the only thing that they added to it.
Well, see, you got to keep in
This
mind,
isn't-
like when they're not to cut you off, Riku, when they're like re-releasing these games to other platforms, they gotta like incentivize those people, like because they're
buy
not
them,
just bringing it to
yeah.
that platform to like get new people. They also want to try and bring up people who already double dipped. Now, I don't know, because like Shadow was saying, this is like the quickest turnaround for a Disgaea 6 complete, and they've added like seemingly no new content. My theory that I just came up with on the spot was that they literally were like, well, Disgaea 6 sold well enough on Switch, let's localize the PlayStation version. But to make people interested, bundle all the DLC, write up a new logo, just call it Disgaea 6 complete and call it a day. Because that really seems like what's happening here.
And all I'm saying is that brings me back to my original point that it was a very scummy / sloppy way about going about this.
I think it's. I don't think it's sloppy. I don't think it's really sloppy. It's just like for NIS.
No, it is. No, it is. It is sloppy in regards to Disgaea and what you guys had before.
The thing about it is NIS with Disgaea is really like, because like before Disgaea 6 came out, the series was pretty much doing really bad. The mobile game almost bankrupted them for the most part.
Do you think this made it any better?
Probably not. I mean, like it probably gave it some more notoriety, to fans and maybe a little bit of newcomers. But now with this game, it's not dead. We can say that for sure.
So Shadow, what you're saying is that because the franchise, from a financial standpoint, wasn't doing well, do you feel that NIS borderline really didn't have a choice in regards to going about the way they went about it?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like I give them a pass on this one.
I don't even think I could be totally wrong about this, but I don't think that there was like some malicious intent of like when Koei Tecmo does some scummy shit, like they release a game and then scrap everything down and then chuck everything as DLC. You see that?
Here's the thing.
Right?
The only reason I'm still gonna stick with the scummy vibe is the fact that I'm gonna use Shadow here for an example. For someone like Shadow who wanted to play this game for his first time in the the best version he can play it. The best version he can play it. Someone like him got screwed over, right?
So Shadow wanted to play the game in the best version that he could play, right? And here's the thing: if we're talking about, for example, like a larger company who essentially can probably has the amount of staff or finances to work on 3 or 4 different versions of a game at the exact same time, and then decides not to do it and just focus on one just to gouge you, like a Nintendo. Like Nintendo could work on something and they just choose not to, or they release, like, for example, like, Mario, what do you call it, the All-Star one, and then release it for like a short period of time digitally and then just it disappeared, right? For someone when you have a move like that, yeah, you can say it's scummy, but then when you consider the factors of how NIS America makes their money and the size of a company that they are, it doesn't feel that bad in a sense. It just feels like, hey, they just had to make some tough decisions and they chose to switch over to PlayStation 4.
All right, we gotta wrap this up, guys.
I'm gonna say my last little response to that. I understand from a business standpoint, this was the financially probably the smartest way to go about it, right? I'm not disagreeing with that. All I'm saying is that if it is still factual that people like Shadow, who were who are heavy fans of the game and wanted to play the game in their first experience in the best way they could, got screwed over.
Yep.
That cannot be denied.
Because like there's a PS4 version that was available in Japan. They literally just didn't bring it over because, like, you know what, we can make more money by doing the complete version and then releasing it on PS4. Again, this is NIS America, and they had some trouble in the past with this series and the company, so I'm willing to give it a pass for the most part, but again, I'm not all that interested in replaying Disgaea anyway. So yeah,
not even gonna touch it.
Nah, I mean, like, I might, if I see it on sale, I probably will give it a shot because the auto battle feature is still there, so I'll fuck around with that and just like maybe
leave it on overnight and you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
So my assumption, summer comes up, right? It gets closer to summer. You ain't gonna be like, so
no. You're not
hitting up an ass a copy. You're not hitting an ass.
Nah, I'm good.
All you gotta do is hit them up for a copy, stream the game once, and send it back to them, and they're good.
Okay, I might. I don't know. I might do that. That sounds a little bit too good to pass up. But all right, I didn't realize we were going to go that hard on this guy. But yeah, let's move on to our
both Blake and
Blake.
Let's move on to One Gotta Go.
One Gotta Go. It's cute.
Damn, Jesus Christ! Why y'all doing that to my boy Q? Jesus.
I think Lexi wants to step up, but
Oh my god. You're not gonna let that go, are you?
I know, right?
Hey man, she donated a super chat and everything.
All right,
He donated his money.
One Gotta Go. We got special attacks, super attacks, wherever you want to call them. One Gotta Go. Legend of Heroes, S-Crafts, Tales of Games, Mystic Arts, and we have Persona All Out Attacks or Showtime Attacks. Of these three, which one of them has got to get the fuck up out of here?
You guys might be surprised, but I'm going with Persona All Out Attacks.
Why is the Tales of picture look like the Patrick meme where he's on the ceiling?
I think for me, I would go with Tails because I think there was more effort that went into the all out attacks. Like, and S-Crafts are like, I mean, you gotta have S-Craft in Legends of Heroes. So I'd get rid of the Tails. Even though I like Tales of Mystic Arts, I'll get rid of them. I could still have Tails without it.
Jesus. Gab, I'm curious to hear what you got to say.
One again?
You got Legend of Heroes S-Crafts, Tales of Mystic Arts, Persona All Out Attack / Showtimes.
I've never seen the S-Crafts before, so I'll just go with them.
Oh, man.
See, now I gotta send Gabby an S-Craft exhibition video.
Send me to the Shadow Realm.
Lord. Man, y'all hating on Persona like this? What's going on?
I'd probably also say Persona, because like the Showtimes, like they're. Oh, is this counting 4 and 5?
Yeah, 4 and 5 as well. Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen any of the ones from 4. I didn't even know they were a thing until 5 Royal. But I don't know. I'd probably just have to go with because
he didn't like the Showtimes.
No, I did.
We're not saying we're not.
It's
He's not saying
like,
they didn't. Just
like when I think of like Trails. Like Trails S-Crafts, those things go on for like those things are they put in so much. Like I know like Showtimes are very much like short and sweet. Like they last like maybe at maximum like 20 seconds. Yeah. And like they're just like really like short, sweet to the point. They're like final smashes. Why of course he's gotta show fucking Emma's useless ass S-Craft.
Yo, listen, don't be hating on Emma. Don't be hating on Emma. I ain't gonna take no Emma slander.
You could have at least showed Lord of Barion from Cold Steel.
Listen, don't be hating.
No.
Listen, get up out of here, all right? All right, that's perfect guard right there, okay?
You just had to flex Emma.
Either way, going back to what I was saying, I would probably, I would have to pick Persona just because like the Persona ones are cool, but like in terms of like power scaling, like the Trails ones like the power level, it's kind of like comparing like Dragon Ball, Naruto, and then My Hero Academia. Of course, My Hero Academia is weaker than those two. Like it's just like the Persona ones, like they're very like they're charming, but they're also very like grounded. They're not as off the wall. I really like how flashy.
You're saying all these things, right? Like you're insulting Persona's not off the wall. What about Tails? It's like a few seconds. I mean,
not always.
This is despite the fact. I like Tails, Mystic Arts. I'm just saying when you compare to the other two. When you compare the two, I'm just saying the Tails ones, right? The Tails ones. I'm just saying. They could be left out.
What games are you talking about though? Because like Graces are like short, but that's kind of it.
I've done Graces, I've done Abyss, I've done Vesperia, I've done Tales of Arise. What other Tales games have I played? Hearts. And again, I love the Tales franchise. I'm a big fan of the Tales franchise. I'm just saying, in comparison to the other two options, right? I think the Persona ones are a bit more charming. You know, they've got this little, you know, they're unique. They've got this flair. You know, the characters doing all these, like, the whole sketch changes and like they're doing all sorts of wacky things, and it's entertaining. You know, and again, not saying that Tales doesn't have that. I'm saying if you had to get rid of one, I think the Persona ones would have to stay, and I'd get rid of Tales for that.
That's good for you.
Because Tales' gameplay is so good even without it. You know, it's like it's good enough. You know, it's fine. That's icing on the cake.
I'm curious how everyone will respond if they saw the S-Crafts and Kuro, because they are not good.
Well, Kuro's the first game in the series, right? I wouldn't say Cold Steel 1.
No, because like returning characters like Fees, they're not good. They look really bad.
Really? Wow.
Look it up. Trust me, look it up. They do not.
Nah, I'm gonna wait like 4 years to play the game. So
I'm gonna just wait. But I would say just give it time, because I don't remember very many S-Crafts from Cold Steel 1 really blowing me away outside of Gaius. Gaius always blows me away.
Wow.
Geez, I see what you did there. You can go.
I would still just say Persona. Yep.
So for me, I gotta say S-Crafts and Legend of Heroes, they're really good, especially with the Cold Steel games, making them all flashy, and they went even harder with 3 and 4. Really impressed by them. When it comes to Persona and the all-out attacks and the team attacks, those are really good. Like you said, they're very charming. They're very over the top, but they're very stylish. I really enjoy them a lot. When it comes to Tales of, I really enjoyed the Mystic Arts. I'm sorry, the Mystic Arts. But more recently, they've been kind of putting them to the sideline. It's like you said, they're really quick nowadays. When it comes, like I think it all started with maybe even Xenoblade, and up until now, maybe with Arise, they slowed them down a little bit. But definitely with Berseria, it was like they were not even 10 seconds. They were like 2-3 seconds. And that was it. I barely know.
It was definitely intentional. They definitely were trying to keep up that tempo.
Exactly. They were trying to keep the tempo. They were trying to make sure that you can combo into it easily and maybe combo out of it. Well, not combo out of it, but after you're done with it, you can you can do another combo. But I say it just suffered because of that. I get it, but I don't care for them as much as I do. I remember playing Abyss and loving
Abyss had it crazy. Yeah, they were crazy.
I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. And I was like, they're really good. But nowadays, they're so quick. They're so in and out. And it looks flashy in the rise. But I gotta say, of these three, I'm gonna have to get rid of Mystic Arts.
That is not what I expected from Shadow.
You know, exactly.
I have too much history with the series to get rid of Mystic Arts. Like the good overshadow the bad ones.
So so basically, you're saying it's the history, because I mean, when you go back and you look at Abyss, like Shadow said, Abyss had some over the top crazy stuff. But again, we're looking at now. I mean, even the footage that Shadow
talking about as a series overall.
As a series, I mean, how many? Again, I could still have the Tales of series without the Mystic Arts and still love it. Like I could still enjoy. I think with what they've done with Persona, I think it's just like I remember my missus has been playing Persona 5, right? Shout out to the wifey of Dream. She's been playing Persona 5, and one of the best things, like the first time she saw the Showtime, she was out of her mind. She's like, "Holy shit, this is amazing! This looks great. Look at Anne, you know." And I mean,
I had that same reaction with most Mystic Arts over the course of the series. It's not the newer ones.
She hasn't played Tales yet, so who knows? Maybe she plays Tales and then she's like, "Oh."
I mean, also isn't Persona like her first like JRPG? So
it is her first JRPG. Yeah, she
really doesn't know what to expect.
She's trying to figure out what to play next. She's been asking me that. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let her know in the comments.
Dude, she should see freaking Azure Siegfried's S-Craft. We ain't gonna talk about that, but
Totem the Cross of Defiance. Here's the thing, though. Okay, so for me, I agree with a lot of what has already been said, and we had this conversation prior in regards to what we were going to add as the third option beside Mystic Arts and S-Crafts, because obviously Mystic Arts, there if you look at the entire franchise, there's a shit ton of it. And like Bao said, I've seen some even from the games that I haven't played, and the good definitely outweigh the bad and / or not short enough to be considered satisfying enough. So for me, Mystic Arts, for me, it feels like we wouldn't even have S-Crafts the way they were if it weren't for Mystic Arts. So, and I'm talking about the best ones that you can think of, like Yuri's ones and whatnot. So Mystic Arts for me isn't going anywhere. And I don't even have to mention fucking Tales of. I mean, not Trails. We know Trails isn't going anywhere.
Obviously, Falcon's Finest is going to keep
exactly.
Legend of Hero stuff. Obviously, okay.
I used to put Persona to the curb because.
So it's just it's. I mean, but that's just what I said in regards to quantity and quality of their attacks. The all out. Well, not even all out, just Showtime attacks, because the all out attacks I kind of compare that to. Your full burst attack in Trails when you get your 5 bravery points and you run up on them. Feels like that was just their version of all out attack. So I'm only just talking about Showtimes. The Showtimes are nice. They're, like you guys said, charming and whatnot. But I think even from a mechanic standpoint, it randomly popping up if your character's low in health, I just wasn't a fan of that either, and all of that stuff. But
that's an excellent point. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point.
The mechanical way it worked, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. Like I said, we had this conversation prior in regards to what the third one was going to be, and I personally still feel limit breaks from Final Fantasy 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 would have probably
14?
been a better. I'm not gonna consider Fortune since I haven't played it, but I'm only gonna talk about the ones that I know of. Overdrive or whatever you want to call it from Final Fantasy X. Their limit breaks, I think, probably would have been a harder choice for us to like debate on. But yeah, in regards to the three we have right here, yeah, I think Showtime's since they really only have 1 or 2 games to go off of when Trails and Tales of have like at this point over 10 each to like dive from. I think it just doesn't hold up. That's all.
So I think in general, right? So I get 5 votes, and Shadow gets
Oh
some
my
other
God.
5. We've already voted out everything, and basically, the fact is that Mystic Arts gotta go, right? I think that makes sense. Yeah?
Actually, let's hear from the chat. What do you guys think? Once and for all, one got to go from these. Which one?
Shadow, can't you make like a poll in the chat?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right. I almost forgot.
Most people have been saying Persona.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Most people are crazy, you know that, right?
I think after that, everyone's saying Trails, and then some are saying Tales.
See, the thing is though, Q. So here's the thing, right? I'm gonna hit you with that. All right. Here's the thing, right? You're very biased to Persona, so I mean.
No, I'm not. I think some people.
Dude, your wife wanted to play God of War, and you forced her to play Persona.
I didn't force her to do anything. I just waved it in front of her, and she knew what good stuff was. Right? That's the point about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna fall back. That image Riku's got, bro. The black. I'm gonna fall back. All right.
Saying, you know what? She's thinking about playing Ni no Kuni next. Actually, was it Ni no Kuni?
Ni no Kuni.
Ni no Kuni. Yeah.
You can't say Ni no Kuni without. Anyway.
All right, the poll is up. Poll is up in the chat. Yeah,
I think she'd have fun with Ni no Kuni.
I know she would. Have fun with Ni no Kuni.
Wait, which Ni no Kuni? 1 or 2?
Well, she gotta start with 1, duh.
Okay. No, that's true.
It just makes sense. She'll play 1. She does like the look of Trails of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, but I talked to Riku, and Riku was like, I don't think she should play it because she gotta play all the RPGs first. So
all right, you know what? This is the 3rd time you brought this up, so let's address this, okay? You tell Mrs. Smexy over there, okay? If she wants to start on Trails, right? Pull out the laptop, computer, or whatever the fuck, right? Or grab yourself a Vita modded with the fucking translation or whatever the fuck you need to do. She gonna start from Trails in the Sky, right? And she gonna get the reading, okay? When she's finished, we doing that. We going there, baby boy. If she's the gamer that you say she is, she's starting from Trails in the Sky. Trails in the Sky, and I don't want to hear an opinion from her until she's done with 2nd chapter. Yeah.
My God.
We do
that, and you tell that to her verbatim.
You know what? She's in the chat. She's listening. So you know what?
Well, you listen to me, baby girl. Mexi. If you want to play Trails, you're gonna play Trails in the Sky. Available on Steam. It goes on sale every single. It goes on sale every single goddamn. What are those Steam
Jesus
Humble Bundles? The Humble Bundle sales. Next time the Humble Bundle sale comes out, you're gonna get yourself a copy of Trails in the Sky first chapter.
Bro, why does he sound like freaking?
He sounds like Hellbiker. He sounds like Hulk Hogan from WWE.
He sounds like Hellbiker.
You listen to me, brother.
He's gonna marry someone that likes Falcom. It's just not gonna work if they don't.
I know, right?
Yeah. She comes in the house and she's like, I like Call of Duty. Fuck out of here.
You're playing Trails of Cold Steel, baby girl.
Yeah. The first kid comes out. Here's your first taste of Trails.
We're gonna raise this one right, okay? Not this whole we're gonna start from Cold Steel and then we're gonna work backwards. No, we're not doing it the goofy way. We're doing it the right way, okay? The canon way. Spexy, if you really about that life, you're gonna play Trails in the Sky first chapter.
All right, Falcon
His
Fires.
first
I need you
baby's
to
gonna
dial it
have the
back.
music of Trails of Cold Steel playing.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. All right, Falcon's Finest. You had like a 15. I need you to dial it back to 11. All right, at least 11. Oh my God.
It's not even
my
close.
take. I don't want to ever hear you mention this again, Q. That's my poll.
I'm bringing it up next episode. Next episode is getting brought up, you know?
Bro, this poll is literally all Persona. That's crazy.
I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for Persona. What's going on, people in the chat? Why y'all getting rid of all our attacks?
Like I said, you should
Showtime.
have did limit breaks because I'm sure a lot of people love them some Omni Slash and the shit that Squall was doing was pretty cool. The Titas, I really do think limit breaks would have been a harder choice.
Oh shit, they had limit breaks in FF10.
Yeah, it's like overdrives.
Yeah,
it's like
they call it
overdrives.
overdrives over there, but it's basically their limit.
Ooh, just like in Xenoblade.
Oh my god, that's true.
I mean, overdrives were in Cold Steel 2 as well.
Man, dude.
Yeah, it's been so long, I forgot.
Okay. Man, I can't believe. Yeah, maybe limit breaks overdrives, but I couldn't figure out which ones. Like now, I had to go to different sources, get Omni Slash, get Tifa's thing, then get freaking Yuna, Titus, and freaking
in regards to like collecting all of them, it was definitely tedious, but they were fun in their own right.
Yeah, that's true. But I think I still would have got rid of Mystic Arts, honestly, even if limit breaks. In there.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I say that's why I say we at least Shadow, at least if you get 25 votes and I get 25 votes, then we're right at that point.
So Lactastic brought up a good point. Persona doesn't need Showtime. This game would be perfectly fine without them. But if you remove S-Crafts and Mystic Arts, it just loses something in the identity of those games.
Interesting. He's right about that because there's Vanilla Persona 5 and that was perfect. Go ahead.
I think that same thing can be said, for limit breaks, because if you remove limit breaks from FF like 7, 8, 9, and 10, I've only played 7, but they are like an integral part of those games.
Mm-hmm. I would say they are definitely
9. You could have took them out, maybe.
Here's the thing: 9, it really didn't feel like.
It was just trans, wasn't it?
Trans system is fine, people.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the trans system. I'm talking about the attack they do in trans system, and from the new attacks they get when they're in trans, like when Zidane is in trans, he gets the new attacks.
I mean, I think I blocked FF9 from my memory. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ! my point is, in comparison to the limit breaks that were in 7, 8, and 10, 9. Like I said, you barely remember those attacks as equivalents.
Okay.
So it's like, 9. We're not gonna talk about 9.
Took out my Showtime and all our attacks. I can't believe y'all in the chat. I thought y'all were better than this.
Wait, Shadow, Shadow, you also didn't vote. Wait, what? Didn't you also vote against them?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Like, what do you mean? I took out Mystic Arts. I didn't vote against them.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said it. Okay, no,
yeah.
All right, that makes more sense. I thought you were saying, how could you do this? I'm gonna go do this.
Nah, I do that on some things, but not on this one.
I'm just realizing this. You could buy Hajimari no Kiseki on Steam right now, but it's Japanese only. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Good luck reading.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm learning. I can pick out letters. I can pick out letters. I can tell you somewhat what it says, but that's about it.
There is a translation, actually.
Oh yeah, there is a translation.
There's a translation for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Damn.
I'm gonna just wait because I've been playing too much Trails over the last year. I need a break.
We can wait.
And I'm not even caught up yet.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I think that's a wrap. That's a podcast. I don't think I have any more topics, so we're good. We're good to go.
Shadow.
Kirby, we're gonna talk about that motherfucking Kirby now. What do you mean?
Man.
We get a mouthful of Kirby now, everybody. You saved it for the very last.
Oh my god.
So we got Kirby Odyssey coming out, right? That's basically what it is, right? And Kirby's out here eating a mouthful of ass and all types of other things. Cars, great. Your boy Kirby is out here. He's becoming a man. Right, he's driving around with half of his body on top of a car and shit.
I would just like to point out that part of the reason Riku is so excited is there's this new furry animal, and he's been sending me pictures of this thing every single day. I'm trying to avoid it. He just keeps posting pictures of this furry creature.
We got Nintendo Switch Sports coming out, boys. We're excited for that.
Dude,
I actually saw a lot of people hype for that.
I'm hyped for that. I'm literally hyped for that. I'm down for that. I'm about to whip your asses in those games.
Oh.
This is confirmed. Gab is a grandparent. You know, like those.
Wait, Q, did you say you to this?
To Switch Sports? Yes, I'm not playing that.
Motherfucker, you were
didn't
just talking
like
about
Wii Sports?
MLB. You were just talking about MLB.
Oh
They
my
literally
God.
added football for
MLB
you.
is
They
up
added
there.
Yeah, he
football.
really was. You
I am-
contradicting asshole.
I'm not out here to be flailing my arms around and shit like that. Like I want to sit in a chair and press buttons, right? I'm not
He's still
about this.
contradicting, bro.
So
No.
you said you lazy as bro. Listen,
No, if I'm gonna flail my arms around, I'm just gonna go and play the actual sport. I can just go there. There are football fields all over.
Oh
the
my
UK.
god, you sound like one of those weirdos that say that about every video game. If
No,
I
not
want to
every
drive,
video game. I'm
if
saying-
I
I'm
want to
saying-
drive a car, I'm not gonna go play Gran Turismo. I'm gonna
No,
go. I have a car right outside.
Why would I shoot people? I'll just go down to the local.
Why would I stand in my house and flail my arms around if I'm gonna just if I could just play it sitting down in my chair,
Because
or I could
there's
just
this
go to the
concept of
Say the same
fun.
thing with baseball. Go,
No,
go grab yourself a baseball
No.
and a bat and go swing that motherfucker outside.
I'm not-
Funny
I'm
is
not
that,
playing-
is that
I'm
Switch
not-
Sports has baseball, and it's probably
I'm-
better than MLB.
Am I playing
Jesus.
baseball with that garbage controller that PlayStation made, the motion crap? No, I'm not playing that MLB with that. I'm playing MLB with a dual shot, with a dual sense controller, like a proper person.
So Q, you're trying to tell me that if
Mm-hmm.
this Nintendo Switch sports game comes out and it has all of the mini games inside there have some sort of alternative control layout for you just to use your Switch Pro controller on all of the sports, which I don't know why the fuck you would do that. It's kind of redundant at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
But for someone like you, if they did have that option, you would be more interested in it?
No, the thing is, I would only be
What
more
the
interested.
fuck?
I would only be more interested if they had more waifu costumes or something. Then
Oh my god, of course that's what
Yeah.
they're
They got
doing.
three.
Of course.
They
Hold
got
on,
three.
hold on,
They don't have
hold on,
that.
hold on,
They
hold on,
look-
hold
all
on,
these
hold on,
characters
hold on.
looking like
Where the
knees and
fuck?
stuff.
Where the fuck
No.
are your waifus in MLB? There's a bunch of niggas in there.
No, the point. They're in the crowd shouting for me. They're cheering me in the crowd. I see
Yo,
them.
end the show, bro. End the show.
He's about to go in on him.
Wait. Okay, so no. Okay, so Q. By that logic, you don't play any VR games because you could just do those things yourself.
Oh, VR sucks, man. Like that's
I hate him. No, Shadow, we're done. We're done. Get Associate back next week. Take this motherfucker out of here. He's done. He's done.
Q is goofy. Q is so goofy. Whose man is this?
Well, she's in the chat. She can tell you.
Oh
I mean,
my
there are
God.
furries in Switch
Smex, you
Sports.
listen here, sister. You're gonna give Q a spanking tonight.
I think he liked
What
that.
did you say?
Yo. Oh my god. Okay, guys. Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. Let's get to
It hurts.
It's getting spicy.
Yeah. Let's get to the outros.
That was done, bro.
Yeah. Wow, man. Go ahead, bro.
I'll let Blake read the super chat before I go.
We got a super chat from Rasha the Alchemist saying Rise of DLC and MLB and Q's their day one.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, buddy.
See, what's crazy is it would look about as good as the Haruhi Suzumiya collab in frickin' PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Oh,
Dude, they did Attack on Titan in PUBG too.
Oh, they did? I didn't even know that.
No,
I
that
heard
was
about it.
Vanguard, right? I think it was Call of Duty Vanguard.
Oh,
It's not-
either
I don't
way,
know.
that's still like, wow, I can't believe it.
Eyebrow raising.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
All right, so this has been another episode of the Bow and Pals. featuring
Oh
Shadow
Lord!
Remake
Oh my
podcast.
God! You gotta be
Thank you
kidding.
guys so much for coming out, sticking with us throughout this insanity of Q and Riku popping blood vessels. We appreciate you. Thank you for all the likes, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Oh my God! It's my podcast, by the way, people. If y'all didn't know already. Gab, go ahead.
Thanks for having me on another HPMP. Remember, if you guys get the sickness that's going around, to take care of yourself and drink water.
Blake.
It has been that time, West Town HD. It has been a great podcast as always. Big thanks to Shadow for having me on. But I guess I don't really have to thank him because, I'm a member of the podcast. I'm like Sosuke. But it has been fun. Guys, we'll be back in 3 weeks, not 2 weeks, because Shadow was on time this week, so it'll probably be 3 weeks. Stay hydrated, drink water, play Pokemon Legends Arceus. It is now the best Pokemon game they've released in the last 13 years. This has been West Town HD. I feel like there was something I was gonna say, like something like inspirational, All right. Like Sonic said, go fast, mow grass, eat ass. All right.
Eat ass. Oh my god. All right.
What happened to the Sonic games after I left?
Q, go ahead, man.
Oh man, this has been brilliant. My stomach hurts. I have to say, everything that was said that I didn't say, and everything was wrong. But that being said, it is what it is. It was fun. It's always a grand old time. You guys in the comments keep it fresh, and everyone else on the show is hilarious. That being said, I gotta get some rest, and at some point, I'm going back to Pokemon though. I'm gonna be playing some Pokemon Legend Arceus, like Blake said, and but then after that, I'll get some rest some point in the day so I can stream. I'm streaming on Monday. If you guys want to come hang out with your boy, talk about them waifus, that will be an MLB on day one. Let me know. I'll be there. So as always, this is your husband of dreams. Signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Possibly, we'll see.
Riku.
Riku-san won the only one, people. Hopefully, we made this one an entertaining one for you guys, one to remember. And I guess everyone have a good next couple of weeks. Like Gabby said, stay safe out there. Know a lot of games are coming out, so keep it gaming. Keep those trophies coming in, those play times up, and do your thing.
Listen, I'm just mad this person in the chat said, you're so kind to invite Shadow to these podcasts. What in God's name?
I'm
they
glad
really
to
got
see
you
it
with that one.
appreciated. It's great to be
Oh,
appreciated.
you're so kind.
Yo, forget you. Yo, wow, I'm getting tired of you, man. You may have the radio voice, this majestic voice, but I'm getting tired of you disrespecting me in my podcast. All right, man? Put some respect on my name.
They said it, not me.
You know what? You know what's the thing, Shadow? You could be offended by these random people who don't even know you and stuff throwing shade, but my missus in the chat trying to throw shade, it's the worst, man. I mean, at least your missus in the chat throwing shade. That's the point. It's all good,
And you're getting a spanking later. Remember that.
Yeah, extra spank later.
You spank him so hard that his legs go out.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Y'all know me, my podcast. This is my podcast, Shadow Elite, Mr. JRPG. Like I said earlier, got a video coming out this week. Be sure to check it out. I need them likes. And we will be back in hopefully 2 weeks. I can't promise anything. I don't know what my schedule is like, but go for 2 weeks. If it's not 2 weeks, start slide into my DMs asking me what's going on. But yeah, that's it. We will catch you guys next time. Later.
Deuces.
Bye.
Later, H Dragon. I did see you. We are homies.